don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. I'm on YouTube, welcome to the hood table. Where we chop up locally, globally, Vince vocally. You don't really want to miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that one nigga sizzle with your glass a little, expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might flash a little. They addicted to the content. Got it, you don't like it, then you want to invite a bunch of friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clock it. They don't want to miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn it back and say sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up, y'all? What's going on? My hoodies, what's up? Happy Friday. It is May 20th, 2020, and it is Friday Night Live. And y'all know how we do. So I will be, of course, dropping the link down. Let me grab the link for the StreamYard. For those of you who might want to jump up on the StreamYard, let me make sure my Facebook is up, because sometimes I be forgetting. Got people watching on Facebook. Hey, what's up, Edward Douglas? What's up? Looking forward to interviewing you. Yes, Edward Douglas. Shout out to Edward on Facebook. I set up my our interview with your I don't know what you call her, press manager, or but yeah, me and her been emailing each other, so we got that set up. So looking forward to talking to you again. We done had Edward Douglas on here, y'all, like I think maybe 4 times. But yes, he is an author. He's also a music manager. Yes, he's an entrepreneur, girl. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he be doing big things. And his book, we had him on here several times discussing his book. And he's about to start a tour. And I believe the tour starts on June 23rd. I think it's June 23rd, right, Edward? June 23rd. That's when the tour starts. And we're going to have an interview with him on the 23rd. And I was just waiting to hear back. Maybe I got the email back, the last response, but just waiting to see what time is more convenient. Matter of fact, let me check my email real quick, see if I did get a response while I'm up here talking. Okay, 7 p.m., y'all. 7 p.m. Okay. So I got that email message at 3 something this afternoon. I'm just now checking it. So yes, June 23rd, 7 p.m. And of course, I am going to post that on Facebook and post that on our The Hood Table page, and also, of course, on our YouTube community wall, so that you guys won't miss that book. But yes, now for some of you who don't know the story behind his book, Edward Douglas, the book is basically about a child who was, things you ain't supposed to do to children. Those things was done by the hands of his own mother and his mother's brother, which was his uncle. And it's basically about a story about a little boy who was robbed from his childhood. So it's a great book. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop the link because some of y'all was here when we did the first 2 interviews. Then y'all was here for the book release party. And for those of y'all who might not have a chance to get the book, I'm about to drop the Amazon link. Let's see. Drop the Amazon link so you can purchase his book. Because I strongly suggest, especially if you're someone who might have been through some things like that, or might know of someone who's been through some things like that, this book might be good for you, because it's not just a book about a child being robbed of his childhood. It's also a lot of messages in the book, because he is also, is it a minister, Edward? I don't want to get it to wrong, evangelist or minister. Um, so he teaches, he gives a little word, from the good book in there. It's a motivational. It's not just a book about a child being robbed of his childhood. So it's much more than that. So I do strongly suggest that you guys check that book out. So I'm just trying to grab the link right now. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. The Untold Secret. The Untold Secret. Okay, here we go. The Untold Secret by Edward Douglas. Actually, I always call him Edward, but the book says Douglas E. Hobson. The Untold Secret by Douglas E. Hobson. But I'm dropping that link right now. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's the link, y'all. That is the link. That link, matter of fact, I'm gonna drop it on Facebook too. Because I just dropped it on hold on 1 second. Okay, let's see. Okay, I just dropped the link on Facebook as well. And I dropped it on YouTube. You said, and the movie is coming out. I will be dropping the office poster. Oh, okay. Okay, the tour starts the 24th. Okay. And you said you're going to be dropping the poster off for the movie. See, that's what I really want to get into. Like, when is the movie coming out? Because this book is about to be a movie, and I know it is going to be amazing because the book was amazing. It is amazing, and I read the book, and I could not put the book down. It's called The Untold Secret, and I could not put the book down. It was, being someone who had some things done to me when I was a child as well. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people I know. I mean, a lot of people I know. It just shocked me when I was growing up and after I became an adult, and I found out how many of my friends, my relatives, were touched. As children, and it's like, dang, it's really an epidemic in our community with that going on. And a lot of the times it's because people always want to sweep stuff under the rug. But we will definitely get into that when we have him back on our panel again, because we get all into that, and then we discuss, how he managed to cope through that, how he managed to cope as he got older, as he became an adult, as he became a father of his own, a husband of his own. That's a lot to deal with when you're a child. It's a lot to deal with. So yeah, and that's him in the chat right now. The Untold Secret Ministries. Yes, that's him right there. So yes, I can't wait to have you back on here so that we could do an interview with you. So that'll be June 23rd, 7 p.m. I think that's what is in my email. June 23rd, 7 p.m. But if you want it on the 24th, just let me know, because I think your tour starts that day. So let me look at my calendar. Oh my God, this year is just, this year is just going by so fast. It don't make no sense. Oh yeah, that's right after Father's Day. That's right after Juneteenth holiday. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a popping week. That's gonna be a popping weekend. Okay, let me get back over here. Yes, I'm excited too. I'm telling you, when the movie come out, I want to be there. I want to be on the red carpet. I'm gonna have the hood table press badge on. So make sure you get me my press pass tickets. Oh, I remember when you was about to have when the tour was about to start, before, when CB19 hit, and me and Karma Diva, we was ready for the red carpet. We was ready to interview all the different groups and stuff. That was for your tour for your musical group, for all your artists and stuff like that. And I was so ready to be on that red carpet with my little press pass and everything. So yeah, we definitely gonna make sure we get that taken care of because I don't care where the movie release is gonna be at, the big one, or the first one, I should say. But me and Karma Diva, you already know we already want to be there, right? Okay, okay. So yeah. I'm like, I know him. I know him. That's my homie. That's the homie. You said I will actually be in the first city when we do our interview. Oh, cool, cool. So you'll be already traveling and on tour. You'll be in the city, but the tour actually starts the 25th. Okay, so you just getting there like a few days early. Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. But yes, I am looking forward to that. So I know Karma Diva is too because we absolutely love having you on our platform. You be giving out some good knowledge, some good advice and words of wisdom and everything for people who had something traumatic happen to them. As a youth, as a child. So I'm I'm telling y'all, when I read his book, I know I've been through some things growing up, but when I read his book, I was just like, I probably would have went crazy. I, I literally probably would have went crazy. Like sometimes I'd be saying stuff like, "Dang, I know people that went through similar stuff than me." And I guess I'm just thankful, and I guess I'm just blessed because a lot of people who've been through similar stuff, they out there on the corner, they on drugs, they this, that, dead, in and out of jail, things like that. So, a lot of times the things that we go through as children can make or break us. Can make or break us. And I just have to say, but God. I just have to say, but God. And I know Edward probably feels the same way about what he went through, all the stuff that he talks about in his book. And again, it's called The Untold Secret. Some of y'all who've been following me for a minute, y'all done seen Edward on here on our show several times discussing his book, The Untold Secret, which is about a little boy who was robbed from his childhood at the hands of his mother and his uncle. So if y'all haven't read the book, get on that link. It's on Amazon, y'all. It's on Amazon. I put the link in here. So we got you, Edward. We got you. And again, we're looking forward to having you on the show. So yes, but what else has been going on, y'all? I know I've been watching a little bit of the news, but not a lot of the news because your girl been busy, busy, busy. Matter of fact, I gotta work tomorrow morning. So I know some of y'all be trying to have me on Friday Night Live till 1, 2, 3 in the morning. And not tonight, because I'll have to get up early in the morning and put in some overtime. And I also got to work Sunday too. Yes, Sunday on God's day. It's a lot going on, y'all. It's a lot going on. We a little behind at work on my job, and the holiday weekend is coming up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be grilling. I might go live that day, Memorial Day. I know a lot of people look forward to Memorial Day, even though people probably, throughout the year visit like where their loved ones is where they were last laid, to rest. I don't like to say where their loved ones is because we all know that our loved ones, once they pass on, their spirit gets released, So, but where they lay their loved one to rest, and they do that on Memorial Day. Drop off some flowers, teddy bears, cards, clean up around the headstone, things like that. Just spend a little time out there. So I know that'll be going on Memorial Day on that Monday. What day is that? The 31st, right? Or is it 20? Wait a minute. The 30th. The 30th. Yeah, the 30th. But I'm gonna just be around the house. I'm gonna be kicking it. I'm gonna have me a little bit going on the grill. Probably some ribs and things. Probably some. I don't know. I haven't had no. What do you call them things? Hind quarters, leg quarters. What they call? What's up, Cislo?
What's
How you doing? Hey, Vibrant. Hold
huh?
on. I'm gonna have a special gift for those on the him. Oh shoot! Did you see what Edward said in the chat? He said
What
he gonna
happened?
have a special gift for those on the interview. He gonna have a gift for y'all. Okay. He gonna have a gift for y'all. And Edward, he gave out some gifts last time too. I just love him. He's so cool. So yeah, if y'all better come through for that interview. Get y'all some free stuff. Get y'all some gifts. Oh, I hear some feedback, so slow. I hear some feedback, babe.
From me?
Mm-hmm. Hey, Vibrant.
That
Vibrant
better?
Low. Yes, yes.
Is that better?
Vibrant Low, you over, yeah, that's a lot better.
Okay. Yeah.
Vibrant Low, was you over at Carrie's house earlier? I think Carrie is still doing karaoke. And I had typed in the chat. I was just like, hey, how's everybody? What's up? My normal greeting. And she was like, come on the hood table. Come on, click the link so you can sing karaoke. I'm like, nah, my throat a little froggy. My throat a little froggy right now. But I'm going to send Sislo over there.
Uh-uh.
I'm gonna say, sis over there, you know what? You sound so much better. Are you doing better? Are you feeling better? Because
Me?
last time you was feeling a little under the weather.
I was it's my allergies. Like this
Yeah,
season, it's like, girl, I sound so froggy and
I already know.
yeah, allergy medicine and that be over and out. You hear me?
I already know, child. When I be sitting on my porch, just sitting outside on my front porch or
Uh,
sitting outside my back porch, I be having on my mask. I know people be looking at me crazy if they drive past, but because that grass be bothering me, the pollen count is really high.
yeah, and when everything starts budding and all
Yep.
that kind of stuff, it's like
Hmm.
that's when you know. Hmm.
Yes, but I'm enjoying this weather. I mean, we didn't had our really warm days, and we didn't have some, the chilly days. It's still springtime, so you don't know what you're gonna get from one day to the next. But I'm just enjoying just being outside, even if it's just sitting on my porch, or because last year.
In a new beautiful paradise. Sure. I
Well,
will enjoy it too, girl. Let's
but
be
I'm just saying,
you
last year
going
around this time, and last year around this time, and the year before around this time, we was like secluded, like in the house. So this summer, I'm just looking forward to just being out there in those streets, like just enjoying the weather, just sucking up all the oxygen outside without worrying about somebody standing too close. Like, okay, I guess I still be sometimes like, dang, why y'all on my neck? But you know how we used to be standing in line, standing on that 6 foot, six foot
yeah.
apart sticker on the floor. And if somebody got too close, you looking at them up and down like they show. Like, bro, if you don't get back, like,
Bishop Paul Amaru.
what he say, Calvary? What up, bro? What he say? Smoking something
And
and praise all the Jesuses.
Jesus is in the
Oh
land.
Lord. White, black, Korean,
We
Japanese.
all well.
Did he say Mexican and Irish?
All the Jesuses. There's only one. Only one.
I swear he don't miss none. He don't miss none.
He need a whole whooping.
I know he do, bro. Sis Lo said you need a spanker.
A whole whooping.
A whole whooping. And she talking about like with the go outside,
And pick your own switch.
pick your own.
Girl, I remember I came back with a little bitty piece of twig about long as your hand. Girl, when she got my mama got done laughing, she would have got three.
I know she was like, I know you ain't come back here with this
Girl,
little old
you
switch.
my old switch. I got something for you.
Child. Child.
I would
I
have took the
remember,
stick and put it in my
I remember those days. But
hand. It
switches,
was like, oh, okay, you wants to be a smart aleck. I got you.
The switches usually came from my grandma though. Like my mom, trust and believe, we got spankings growing up, but when it comes to the switches and things like that, that was usually my grandma thing. She would have the switches; they would just be sitting around on the coffee table, on the end table, on the counter. She had switches like all around in her car. Like she had switches everywhere. You know how they say, wherever you show out, I'm gonna show out with you. Mhm. So my mom, she always had her little belt in her purse, but my grandma, she kept those switches everywhere. Oh,
Oh,
child.
yeah, you know, purse that you can take the strap off.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm.
Yeah, me a purse where you take the strap off. You go to acting up, I'm gonna tear you up right in here.
I hate getting
And
spankings. Oh my god.
they're gonna take you with them when they done.
But you know what? I can honestly say, honestly, and mom, I know you up in heaven, probably watching me, but I can honestly say, most of the time I got whoopings, I didn't deserve them.
You said
A
you did.
lot of times I would get in trouble because of something my little brothers did. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Or my little brothers would lie and say, "Poo did it. Poo did it. She did it."
Okay.
Or
Come
she.
and get your butt whooped now, cause I know
I'm
you gonna
like, girl, I would wait till my mom and dad leave the house.
get one on
Me
layaway.
and my brothers be fighting. I'm like, that's this for get this for me. You give me a butt whooping. Shoot, the other day, I'm about to whoop your butt. But yeah, that was the good old days when kids actually were disciplined on a regular basis. Like these kids today,
Girl, who was I talking about that too? God,
huh?
somebody talking about how you discipline your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't have to just be whooping,
Yeah,
but
no, we don't.
it can be just being frank with them. Like, listen, you're not gonna talk to me like this or that, or you're not gonna do this or that. You're gonna listen and you're gonna be respectful. And if you don't, you're gonna pay the consequences. Period.
Man, I had one of those voices and tones
Point blank and the period.
because when you from the streets and you raising kids and they get bouted or get not bouted, but like they raising up on you, not like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like showing out at school, just showing out, being disobedient. And it's like my hood mentality, like I didn't handle that shit well in the streets. I didn't let nobody run over me in the streets. And it's like I have the same mentality with my kids. And I have boys. Like you cannot be lenient on no boys, raising no boys up in the hood when they got all the gangs around them, drugs around them, and all that kind of stuff. Shoot. I
My
would talk to them just like I was talking to somebody on the street. Sure would.
my nephew was telling me, he was like, Auntie, you gotta stop babying that little grandson. I know you love him, but Auntie, stop spoiling that boy. Y'all the one make us not shit. And
No,
I'm
I
like,
mean I got a grandbaby, and of course I love him to death. But my sons already know. I didn't already told him. Like y'all, and he ain't getting away with shit over here.
mm-hmm.
Like I don't care how many kids y'all have, they gonna trust, they gonna be disciplined by me. So don't send your kids over here if you don't want them disciplined. I was the same way before I had kids and after I started having kids, like with my friends and my cousins, and who might be like, "Hey, can you babysit?" I'm gonna tell you right now, if your child acting a fool, I'm gonna
You
act a
spank
fool.
the tail, don't bring them back. And if I can't whip the tail, grandma can't spank them or keep them disciplined, have them respect me. I can't buy summer clothes and winter clothes and birthday gifts and nothing else either.
But you know what? The crazy part was, as strict as I was with my kids, I was always fair. I was fun. I was understanding. You know what I'm saying? I tried to be not like my parents. You know how it is. Like every generation is different, and the generations of the past, it was like you could get away with nothing. Like you was getting disciplined for all kind of shit. You know, growing up, they use stitch cords, they use
And
shoot all kind of stuff,
wasn't no time
skillets,
out, girl.
fly spotters. I mean, they beat you with whatever they got their hands on, and
It
you
wasn't no time out. You hear me?
wasn't no time off. It wasn't
Time
no.
out was
And
what
you got
you.
whooped by the neighbors. I mean, everybody in the family.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
Time
they whooped
out
me.
was the
Yeah,
time you took picking your teeth up off the ground after they
right,
knocked them out for you getting smart. That's what time
right.
was.
So I still was trying. I still made sure I was strict enough for them to not just act a fool, end up in jail, end up in the gangs. You know, I kept my foot on their neck, but I also was again lenient, a little lenient here and there, understanding. So it was crazy how people's kids always wanted to come over, and they know I'm like, if you clown, ain't no running in my house, ain't no jumping in my house, ain't no. I mean, like all the shit. I would go to people's house and they kids sliding down the banisters, jumping on their couch. I mean, just all kind of crazy shit. And I'm looking like they get to my house, it's they automatically like a whole different kid. Like my friends be like, why they always act like they got sense at your house? Because they know. They already know. I ain't even got to touch. I ain't never put my hands on nobody kids. They just knew that I would. They knew that
I
Tanya
know about
would.
my grandchildren and stuff like I consider them mine. Them, they make other people's kids they mine.
Right.
Because they came out of me because of me. But other people no, I don't
Oh,
do it.
baby. I'm
But
sorry.
I will pack you up and send you home in a New York Mini.
Girl, do you see what Betty White just
No,
said?
uh-uh.
Hold up, your phone ringing. Push me. Betty, are you serious, Betty? Where did you hear that, Betty? Where? On whose YouTube channel so I can go over there on my phone? Trees, what? Trees had the warrant for her arrest. Is she fighting down at the funeral?
No,
Is
no.
she fighting again down at the funeral? Tracy, I hope you ain't got no warrant for your arrest and they knocking on your door over there. Oh, Paul did? Oh, hold on. Let me go over there. Hold on, let me go over there. Hold up, Betty. Dang, where my headphones? Ooh, they in my other room. Hold on. Oh my goodness, what? Hold it. See, I don't really watch him unless somebody be like, guess what? He done posted or something like that. And hold on, let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Video. Outstanding arrest warrant. Fugitive. What? Come on now. Come on now, Betty. Oh, I wish you click links, Betty, because I sure would love you to jump up here on the link because that video an hour long. I can't listen to it right now while I'm live. But oh my god, what? And I ain't trying to get no oh shoot. I can't believe this. What's up, Mario? Tracy has a warrant for her arrest? What's the warrant for, Betty? Oh, let me turn it up a little bit. I don't want him trying because I know he do not like people playing his content. On his channel. You gonna catch the T? Oh, you know Tracy probably gonna be live if she ain't live right now. If this is really true. Oh my god. I need to go get my headphones. Come on, Tracy. I know you ain't got no warrant down there. I got people looking for you. Let me see what I can hear. Hold on. Oh, let me go. Oh, let me go. Y'all, I need to go get my headphones. I need to go get my headphones. Okay, he said he's not beating around the bush. There's an active warrant for Tracy. She's a fugitive. The San Antonio police and the sheriff knocked on the door within an hour of each other and tried to get her to open the door. while she was moderating for Victim On. What? And she won't answer the door? Now, so is he the one who called on her? Did he press charges on Tracy? What? He said she has a very active arrest warrant. The San Antonio police and the Bexar County Sheriff knocked on her door while she was moderating for Vic the Bomb. Monteria, jump on the link, Monteria. Somebody jump on the link. What? Hold on, I need to go get my headphones. Hold on, y'all. Let me run to my bedroom. I'm in my office. I gotta run to my bedroom and get my headphones. Miss Islo, you can talk if you want to. I'll be right back. Y'all, I had to go get my headphones. Oh, I gotta listen to this shit. Hold up. Cause I'm sure ain't playing Mexico or what they call his ass. I'm sure not playing his stuff on my live. Cause I know he will strike your channel in a heartbeat. Let me see. Okay, so he said she was moderating for Vic Lamone. How you say his name? Vic Lamone? You said, I'll give him one for you. Don't get him a click and a view. I'll give him one for you. The pound will come and pick her up. You said the what? Mataria? Oh, y'all wrong. Woo. But why is she wanted? But why? What's the warrant for? So did he call? Did New Mexico call and report her, or file a complaint, or press charges, or? You say you'll be back? Okay, Monteria. What's up, bro?
What the hell going on?
Child, a YouTuber done called a law on another YouTuber, and the
I know. I just seen Deanna. Deanna had it on her thing. Actually, I think she was.
Oh my God, Deanna talking about it.
Well, I know. Well, I had seen her notification before yours had popped up, but she was live. But somebody had posted something about Tracy got a live active warrant or some shit. Oh yeah, if Bexar County showing up with SAPD, oh, you going to jail. Period. You going straight to Bexar County, down off of East Commerce. I'm trying to told you what I know.
I am tripping.
Matter of fact, hold up. Where my ID? Hold on. I'm about to give you the direct address. Hold up.
What is the warrant for?
It don't matter. When Bexar County Sheriff or Bexar County, Texas, aka San Antonio, get on your ass with the San Antonio Police Department, oh, they got something. You going to Bexar County.
You don't want to go to Bexar County.
You don't want to go to Bexar County, but you going.
Yeah, you don't want warrants. I'm about to
hold up. I'm about to tell you the address. Hold up.
Yeah, bro.
1300 West Martin, which is literally.
He said.
No, that's across the street from the homeless shelter. Bexar County is off of, I think it's East Commerce. Ain't that East Commerce Street? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's over here. It's right, literally. I'm talking about the sheriff. Here's the funny part about it. The homeless shelter across the street, Haven for Hope. Then you got the sheriff office right next You got a bailiff station with the sheriff office right next to it, across the street from the county. So you can go to the bailiff before you go turn yourself in at the sheriff right next door to the bailiff, and then they just walk your ass on across the street. They ain't gonna even send no van for you. They come and literally just walk you, or just take you in the back of the sheriff vehicle and drop your ass on all over there in the loading gate. Literally.
Bro, where do you search for the warrants? Where do you search for the warrants, bro?
Oh, down there in the town, I don't know. You might have to go to where it's been a long time. Search for warrant. I don't know. You might have to go to Bear County. Yeah, you might have to go to Bear County. Bear County Sheriff Department. They might have it on their shit down there and say, yeah, San Antonio, because San Antonio will tell you everything.
Yeah, Bear County.
Yeah, Bear County. Yeah, you don't want no Bear County warrant. That means them people got something on you.
Oh, and I looked that shit up.
I'm trying to done told you, man. Man, when you fucking with the Tone City, they don't play. When it come down, it's one thing to have SAPD and that old crooked ass chief that they got on your neck, but when you got that damn Bear County sheriff, yeah, you got some issues. Because they don't bother you just to be bothered.
They got you out here like that, Tracy. They got you out here like that.
Yeah, she's down in the town. She done did some shit and they done caught up on her ass. Yeah. They don't play down there, man. Oh, yeah, girl, you going to Bear County, you might well go ahead and get it ready. You might well go ahead and get ready. Make sure you got your little bond money if you can.
What did you
They overpack. Bear County can only hold so many, and back when we was there, shit, they had over 4,000 plus doggone inmates up in there. They can only hold for like maybe 1,500 to 2,000. Yeah, Bear County is like stacked on stacked on stacked. Like, yeah, you going to Bear County, you better be ready. You better be ready to try to hurry up and get the hell up out of there.
Basically.
Because if you don't, yeah, they're going to be on your ass. You're going to be on one of them flows. And no matter what color you is, you better stick with your own. I don't give a damn if the heifer that you just got done with. I don't give a damn if you just got done whooping her ass or she done stomped your teeth out your mouth. Y'all better be the best of friends when you go up in there. Because ain't none of that, oh, that's my home, that's my Mexican homegirl, oh, that's my white homegirl. Oh, no, ain't none of that. None of that at all. And y'all can be neighbors and y'all can be like godparents to each other's kids. But you take your ass down there to Berry County, no, it ain't nothing happening like that, Jack. You stick with your people, I stick with mine. We good when we get up out this motherfucker. Because if not, they're gonna mollywop your ass. Yeah, politics is real down there in the town, man. Real shit.
Well,
yeah, girl, she done did some shit, man, for them people to be up on you. Because like I said, Bear County Sheriff Department, San Antonio, Texas, they don't just come and look for you with the regular police. You done did some shit, or somebody done lied, or that's fucked up if somebody lied on her. Because for them people to come and look for you, if they got evidence in an active warrant, yeah, somebody didn't turn somebody done did something. They done got something on you that can be called felony or some serious doggone criminal charges.
Wow.
Because you shouldn't have the sheriff and the police knocking on your door at the same time. Wow. That's just like that's just like if the police pull your ass over and you on a county road, or if you you may be in city limits, but say if you about to, if a sheriff show up on the scene, nah, people say, well, the police has more jurisdiction, per se, but nah, when that sheriff show up, when the sheriff show up, that's a whole total different jurisdiction. So they got, the sheriff runs the county. The sheriff can make the military and the feds turn around at the doggone county line. They
Bexar.
Yeah, they bet.
I always call it Bexar County.
Yeah, but it's Bear, unfortunately.
It's Bear County, yeah.
Yeah, it's Bear. Bexar. That's what I thought it was until they said, no, it's Bear County. I'm like, where the fuck is a bear at?
That's what I'm like. Why they call it Bear County?
Yeah, they like, no, Mr. Antonio, it's Bear, man. It's been like that for ages, brother. I said, wow, really? So Bear is Bexar.
Well,
yeah, they ain't playing. If they coming for you, they got something on you. They don't just come up for you just to be just because they done been up under too much scrutiny over the years of killing folks, do all kind of stuff. So now they had to be up on their best behavior. So if San Antonio Police Department coming to get you, yeah, they got something on you. But if Bexar County Sheriff show up, there's something that's is about to get real ugly. Like some you about to get some federal, some state charges, some county charge. The county prosecutor about to get on your ass. And the county prosecutor and the city prosecutor down in Bexar County work hand in hand. They don't fuck around.
Child, I'm still trying to find. It's all these Bexar County things.
Bexar County saying that put Bexar County, Texas. Bexar County, Texas.
Yeah, that's what I'm searching.
But no, there is other Bexar counties around the country, but that is the original Bexar County.
Okay.
Yeah, San Antonio or say Bexar, it's Bexar County Sheriff Department. BC.
I'm trying to remember.
Okay.
I had to text my daughter. She probably would know her brother used to be a goddamn beat.
She don't know.
Well, I know that.
Let me ask.
Oh shit! Sister lady said that. Damn. So she said, so girl, they got a warrant out for she doxed Betty. Oh wow.
Ooh, Betty, she doxed you?
Oh yeah. And if she did that, then yes, they coming for your ass, girl. Ain't no moderating. You better moderate your ass on down to East Commerce, girl. Cause they ain't gonna play with you. No, Bexar County will put you in a box. That's real shit.
So in other words, somebody pressed charges.
Yeah, well, they had to.
Bexar County took that shit up.
You goddamn right, and they want their money. They want somebody got to pay.
Be a felony offense.
Yeah, somebody got to pay. You down in Tejas. You can't be fucking around like that with these people like that. These people, this is their own world. They don't like government intrusion. But when you break the law, there's two laws down here in Texas. It's the constitutional common right law. Common law, constitutional law, supreme law of the land, and then there's Texas law.
But they might not actually show that the law.
Well, they might have took it there because a lot of folks be,
I don't think Bexar County ever had it.
Bullshit.
You can pull up if you had a warrant.
I don't see why they was advertising that shit in the doggone my essay doggone newspaper, having that shit on the news. Talking about if you got, remember they used to have that shit taking out the whole back page of the doggone newspaper. If your name is up on here, or if you got a warrant, go to your local thing that warrant roundup shit to give you a chance to take care of before they round your ass up.
But they didn't have your name in that shit. So.
You muted, sis.
Oh, my bad. I looked for you said it's called the roundup, right?
Hey y'all, I'm sorry.
Hold on, sis. No, you said the roundup. No, I said hold up.
Because there's a website that says Bexar County arrest warrant search, Texas warrant roundup.
Oh yeah, that too. They be up on there too. Hold up, let me see. Let me get you right.
Ooh, child, Tracy.
You gotta understand that's the fifth sixth largest city in the country, so it's heavy.
Tracy, you're not letting them bust you like that.
Girl, she gonna learn today. Bexar County Sheriff's Office, jail activity reports, Bexar County Courthouse. Hold up.
What?
Yeah, BEXAR.org. Warrants, civil or criminal, Bexar County official website.
Yeah, I was searching under there and it didn't pull up anything. So
hold on. How can I check?
Yeah, maybe you can check. Hold on, let me turn this ceiling fan off. This ceiling fan making.
I always thought you had to call them motherfuckers.
Oh no, I know what site you on. You talking about the Texas Roundup, Texas Warrant Roundup.org?
Well, I searched under like 4 or 5 different sites.
There's a few of them, but I'm looking because because to find out if you have one near, you got to contact the Central Records office downtown, and they close till Monday. So
I'm just trying to find out if he pressed charges on her. Like why? There's this.
I think they did start cutting that down.
There's this white guy on YouTube that be doxing and calling on people, reporting people, and he did.
The Texas. You talking about the TXDPS? They got an online search portal, but you got to know the name.
Yeah, the name is in the chat.
What's the name?
Oh, never mind.
What's the first name?
Hold
Hold
up.
on. Let me turn off this ceiling fan. It's making me.
Yeah, we don't want you. We don't want you getting copywritten for that neither. That was my sound in the background.
Because I got something. I need the name.
Oh, okay. No. Hold up.
Oh, that ceiling fan was making me cold.
Girl, you better than me. I
already got the sniffles from the pollen being outside today.
Okay, she talking about the names in the chat. I ain't about to go through all these doggone comments, girl.
Betty White, I did not know that she doxed you.
Okay. Well, maybe. Okay, so did Miss Betty post that up about 9:46?
Yeah.
You gotta say, okay, that's all. I just want to know. I don't want to call nobody name because I don't need y'all. He called out my name because I ain't the one. I ain't Berry County in SAPD. I ain't gonna come knock on your door for no more.
Child.
Shit, you gonna learn today.
Sislo, why you ain't been keeping us up with the tea?
Because you know Sislo been on her own tea. She ain't paying no attention to her.
Hold on, I'm about to text Deanna.
If you don't cut it out.
Speaking of which, sis,
I'm about to text
not to deviate from the subject, but why I hear that dusty ass nigga told the family that girl was buried about 100 feet deep.
I know. Oh, that's what I was gonna ask Miss Sislo. Because I had saw a report. I think she sent me the link. The police, they were starting a search in that landfill on May 31st. So we got about a week.
Okay, but then they wait for May 30th. What's the so besides my wife's birthday?
But they have to, one, they got to get a search party. Two, they got to get everything prepared in order for it to be able to, for people to be able to get out there to search. Because this is a landfill full of garbage. So they're going to have to create openings and pathways and then they got to
shut up. Sorry.
Hold on. Let me cuss this man out. Hold on, y'all.
That's her
My
man,
bad.
y'all. That's her man.
My grandson, the damn dog.
But yeah, they said they're going to start searching for her body in the landfill on May 31st. So he said she's how many feet deep?
From my understanding, mom was saying it was 100. They talking about up to 100 feet deep because she's probably up under piles and piles and piles ever since, you know.
Yeah, because it's been a long time.
Yeah, and it's not hard to get up under that much deep because I worked in a landfill before. Let me tell you, landfills are mounds.
Yeah. Well, if she was last seen on January 4th, that's what it'll be 5 months altogether by the 31st of May when they start searching. So that's 5 months of trash buildup.
Yeah, and when you're in the city, sis, you're talking about where's that happening up there, sis? Detroit?
What up, Mario? Mario, jump on the link.
Sis, did that happen up there in Michigan? You said Detroit, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, you talking about one of the biggest cities in the country? It ain't nothing to get them 100 plus feet worth of trash in a matter of about 6 months? Shit.
Mario, if you can't jump on the link, send me the link to where you searched and got the information. Send it to my Facebook inbox. If you can't jump on the link and tell us what it says.
All them juices and berries running through Lake Michigan.
He said I got a little info, not what her charges are, but it is an active warrant.
She's still going to jail.
What? I just want to know what it's for. I'm trying to see if that white dude pressed charges on her or if it's
like I said, if them damn Bear County, Texas boys is on your neck, that's like having the Rangers on your ass. If the Rangers is on you, they gonna work with the local PD and the local sheriff department. You ain't getting there. There's only one person right now that's been successfully been away for over 8 days, and he got the whole Leon County, Texas, on lockdown. He didn't escape. He had a life sentence and all that, but he stabbed the bus driver, and got away. So they've been trying to search and find this dude for 8 days straight, and they still can't find this dude. Because he did a hit for the cartel some years ago, a handful back in the early 2000s. Killed a dude over a $40,000 debt owed. So they was about to get ready to transfer him, and somehow, some way, he miraculously got loose and got the jugging and stabbed the driver. And he, they've been trying to get this dude, and they cannot find him, and they got the whole county on spook. And it's a county over from ours, Leon County. That's to the east. Brazos. But yeah, girl, you got a warrant down here. Yeah, they will advertise that shit on the website and all that. And if you they'll let you check it and everything. If you do, can you take care of it? Well, if you can't get past, well, if we catch you, if we stop you, you going to jail. We're gonna process you. If you come down here and turn yourself in, it's most likely a signature, a book, pay you a little whatever percentage, and set you a court date. Other than that, no, you going to jail.
Betty said allegedly she never leaves her house, so they know where she's at.
Oh, well, she asked out. She gonna come out. You got to come outside. Mo 3 said it best. They're scared to come outside.
Why she don't never leave the house?
Well, she gonna learn that day because they gonna be up on her, and when they ain't gonna worry about they gonna leave because they eventually gonna find out what kind of ride she rolling, and then they gonna run her shit through. Because it's gonna be in the doggone system, the database, the police database. Like, look out for this car, or this. When they see it, they gonna rip, and she gonna be crying. And I don't want to go to jail. Well, too bad. It's active. Gotta go. Because for you to never leave your house, why they showing up to you? Are they doing a welfare check?
But I'm just trying to think, what kind of warrant could?
Oh yeah, and they will kick y'all. Yeah. Y'all think OPD is bad? Shit.
Or you might have to check the Bear County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah, like I said,
they got a website.
You gotta call them.
When it comes to popos.
That's what I'm saying. They always want you to call.
Well, it's because they want to make sure
they're gonna take your ass to jail.
They was gonna make sure your goofy ass ain't got no warrant.
If I ever have a warrant out for my arrest, y'all know that what I did was unprofessional, and it had to do with something with me defending myself. I
ain't turning you in, sis. You can run since you got all kind of places if you need to come hide and hang out. I got you. Ain't shit, man.
Like, for real, if I ever have a warrant out for my arrest or be wanted by police, it's gonna be from jail. It was like my life or theirs. It was like fight or flight. It was like, I'm gonna get you type of shit.
No, folks gotta understand. No, you stay east. Yeah, when you get ready to try to go to Houston or San Antonio or Austin, yeah, you stay south. When you get to Dallas, you stay coming south. Don't never go west because it's gonna take you over towards Fort Worth. Then you're gonna come down back to 35. No.
Well, I don't know what you did, Tracy Brewer, but
you going to jail?
Be taken down right now to the jail for my mugshot. I'll put on some makeup too. Right. If you got the time, put a good wig on, do your hair, throw on some makeup, and go, take your mugshot pic. I guess I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I mean, I hope she didn't do anything too bad. I just hope she didn't do anything too bad.
She probably put in work for the set. I don't know.
I don't know. This is crazy.
Y'all.
Crazy. Sislo, are you hearing this?
I'm hearing too much.
Like they said, Tracy has a whole warrant, an outstanding warrant for her arrest, and the police and the sheriff came and knocked on her door within an hour apart tonight while she was moderating for Vic Lamont. And she wouldn't come to the door.
They'll come back.
Yeah.
Oh, they're coming.
So somebody said she probably putting on her makeup, getting ready for her mugshot.
You know what? I'm not about to do that.
That Betty said it, not me.
You know what?
Well, if that's the case, she might well go ahead and if she don't want to come out the house, she can sneak out there. I mean, they do have express, but San Antonio bus systems runs from 4:30 in the morning till 1:00 at night. She can sneak up on them expresses. She can go down there and take a walk down there on
She been to jail before.
Trust me. This
Yeah, she can go take. She can go take a. She can go down to the river walk.
Somebody up at a funeral.
This gonna be my mugshot. I'll be smiling like this.
Huh?
I'll be looking all innocent, like.
Did you hear me, son?
Huh? What?
Going on jail. Did she get arrested for? Did she beat somebody up at a funeral?
Well, yeah, she saw somebody at a feud. A feud. But I think that was a very long time ago.
It was somewhere I heard.
What you
The fight.
I think it was her family. Was it her family member? Somebody in her family?
I don't know about. I know it happened somewhere between the potato salad and the casket.
Yeah, and she got arrested. This was a while ago. Somebody had found out and they had posted it. And child, I'm glad everything I did. I was so young. I ain't got nothing on my shit now. I did all my shit before
between the casket and the potato salad. Somewhere up in there. Right before right after the benediction, right before the blessing of the food. Right
you know how they say people sow their wild oats before they get older and more mature. I basically I made sure I do it. I got a full grown adult.
Hi, Titi, baby.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, Titi.
Hi, Titi, baby.
That is her middle name, Jean. No, that's not her middle name.
And you just drew. Look at. Oh yeah, you gotta go back to your grandma.
Hold up. Did Mario inbox me yet? Mario, where you at?
You just give him. Yeah, he loves you.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, that's my fat man. He'll be 8 months.
It's true.
I need you to hold on. Let me pull up Deanna's video. Let me play it.
Yeah, you gotta kind of call them, sis. That's what that's about.
Yeah, they want you to call.
It used to be like that. It ain't like back home, you know. You can pull up the OPD mug shot. They tell all your business. Yeah, so don't go to jail no more in Nebraska. They'll tell everything: your family history, your social security number.
Don't go to
Well, down here, no, at least they'll find out that you got arrested, but shit, down here, they ain't gonna give you no more than that. You got arrested, but not back home. Man, your shit gonna be in Sunday's paper. This gonna be in the Sunday's announcement at every last church in the city.
Your address, your age, how much you weigh.
He said he's doing his Carol Schrader with the homie downtown. You childish as hell, boy. Man, y'all know how old Carol Schrader is.
Bro, did you see Deanna was talking about it on her video?
That woman like 130 years old.
Bro.
Huh?
You say Deanna was talking about it on her video?
Well, I had seen somebody on there, one of her moderators, I think, had mentioned, they was like, girl, did you hear about Teresa? She got an active one or something. I was like, damn. And that's right before I came to yours, because I was like, oh, that means it's sister in me. If I see Deanna on here, we'll talk about it. And I already know, because Deanna don't normally come too much live when we're on live.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever seen her live.
That's because she's out. I think she's out traveling or doing something right now.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, she said she don't really know. She just texted back. She said she don't really know the details. Child, somebody need to tell me the details because I ain't got time to be trying to listen.
Yeah, girl, we ain't got time to worry about it. Somebody gonna come up with it. With Mario, and he gave us the tea. All that.
Bro, let me show you this video, bro. Something just happened in town a little while ago, and ooh. Whew. I just want you to let me know what you think about this video, okay?
Yeah, because I've been sober for about 2 weeks, so that's a good thing. I'm on a mission.
You been sober?
All right, bro.
Yeah, I think it said she was 51.
I'm smoking my weed.
You your Carol Schrader with the homie downtown. Well, Mario, you need to do your Carol Schrader with the hood people. Ain't not a homie too? Ain't not a homie too? Mario, dang.
Ain't nothing for shit.
There's a fly. There's a bad
Mario.
Oh, we don't do flies. We don't do flies around here.
I always love the name Mario. I've always loved that name. Maybe that's because I like that one Mario dude. Don't he say, "Oh baby, You know what I mean. But you say he's just a friend. But you say he's just a friend. Oh, I'm talking about the remake. The remix.
The braid my hair boy.
Yeah, Mario, he did
His
a
mama used to call him Mario.
yeah.
God rest.
Mario Winans, right? Mario.
Nah, Mary. Oh, you talking about? I'm talking
Yeah,
about
Mario.
Childish as hell.
He has a song and he used that Just a Friend from the rapper back in the day. He used that in his song.
You talking about Marvin's son or Vicky's
Yeah,
son
Mario Winans, yeah.
I was talking about the other Mario.
with his holler there?
Oh, you talking about I know who you talking about. You talking about
Braid
Mario.
my
Yeah.
hair.
Braid my hair, Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's who you talking about.
You should let me love.
Now look at this shit. I'm looking on I'm trying to look up Mario Winans, right? The one who I'm talking about, the Winans, and it
This,
says on Wikipedia, it says he was born August 29, 1974. So a shout out to the Sammy baby. And it says he's 6 feet 1 inches, same as R. Kelly. Now why did
that's childish.
Huh?
That is childish as hell.
Bro, I swear to God, look on Wikipedia. Look up Mario Winans on Wikipedia. It says height 6 feet 1 inches, same as R. Kelly.
That's childish. Oh,
What
trouble
boy?
luck in the land. Why did y'all open up the gate?
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up?
What's
What's
up,
up? What's
Carmelita?
Why
up?
did y'all open up? Who the hell left the gate open?
What's up, Curtis? Curtis in the
What
chat.
I do?
What's up, Curtis?
I said, who in the hell left the gate open?
You know she come through and kick that damn gate in.
You know, I come busting through. Ain't nobody got to leave shit open for me. I come kicking that bitch in. You know.
Well, y'all remember how it used to be when I think it was at Arsenio? Who in the hell left the gate open?
Who left the gate open?
Woo, 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 woo.
No, I remember the gospel song, Who Left the Gate Open.
That was
A gospel song called "Who Left the Gate Open."
That was a sermon. Wasn't that Clay Evans?
I'm about to say
I
what?
like it.
Reverend Clay Evans?
I don't know. It was an old man
I
on
hope
there.
they leave the gate open. I come through. I hope they don't slam
I
that
think that
damn.
was Reverend Clay. Rest his
He
soul.
was on them. He was on them recordings for on them records on BET late at night.
Oh shoot! Leave the gate open for me, Lord.
Well, he was on there with Pastor Kearney.
No, he wasn't. No.
But
No.
You know what that was about though?
what that?
Ooh, Carmelita.
Who held up the gate open? It was talking about a dog, a little chihuahua.
Uh-huh.
Every time the chihuahua would
Right. Yeah. Who in the hell left the gate open?
every time the chihuahua would walk past the people's house, he'll start barking or acting a fool, showing off for the dog, the big dog. And so he'd be all up on the fence like he gonna charge us like and get at him. So every day he would do this and he would taunt the big dog, but the big dog couldn't get to him. So finally one day the owner went by and walked around. He went at him again with the fence. And the little dog kept
Right.
so when they kept barking, walking down the fence, somebody left that gate open.
Right. Okay. There we go. I now remember.
Got his paws on that small dog and tore his
She
tail
must
up.
have been reading my mind.
And then the small dog say, "Who the hell left the gate open?"
Who left the gate open? Okay, let me show y'all this story, y'all, because this story touched my heart.
I read this shit.
Carmelita probably seen the story herself, but I'm gonna let me mute myself because I just want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this story, okay? All right, I know bro about to have a fit. Hold on.
Yeah.
If you can get that new car volume up, it makes it all work. Then you keep all your dealer dividend. That's all you.
6 News starts with breaking news.
Please, can you come pick me up if you're here?
Cheers of horror from an Omaha public school student.
This boy abandoned at the wrong school bus stop, and mom says the driver took off, leaving him behind. 6 News is on your side investigating what went wrong, and thankfully that child is safe tonight and his tears have dried.
We've just learned that temporary bus driver is no longer in charge of transporting students for Omaha Public Schools. John Chapman explains why the boy knew he had a safe place to return to for help. It's an exclusive story you'll only see on 6.
7-year-old Quincy knows his school buddy lives here. He talks to the video doorbell to get help.
That's his mom. My bus driver just left me out here and make me walk home. And I don't want my mom to worry about me. Please, you need to pick me up if you're here.
Madison Bilston was home. She tells us she had just arrived 5 minutes earlier.
At first, I didn't know what it was. I'm not used to my doorbell ringing, so I waited a minute, and then all of a sudden I just heard crying. I ran up the stairs from my basement, and I looked, and I saw Quincy out there, and I know him because he used to live next door.
You can see Quincy's relief when Madison answers the door. He tells her his story. The bus driver didn't know where he lived, so he just dropped him off.
At the time that he got to my house, I think it was 98 degrees outside. He was so sweaty. He was disoriented. He thought he was never going to get home.
Madison called the child's parents. His dad was there in minutes to pick him up.
And his dad told me that when he got in the car, he said to his dad, "Dad, I thought I was lost. I didn't know where I was at. I didn't know if I would find you guys again."
Quincy's parents are upset about the way the bus driver handled the situation.
Just like any other sane adult in this world would make sure that a child gets home safely. And if a 7-year-old child is telling you that they don't know where they are, what's first instinct? To figure out that for them.
Michaela Walker says the school called to tell her there was an issue with her son's bus and they were sending a substitute. Michaela says she called later and they told her the bus had just left the school. Then she got a call from Madison.
And she was hysterical. I could hear Quincy, he was hysterical. And I was just like, what's going on?
My bus driver just let me walk home.
I was shaking. Like, I was so mad. I cried. I think I was mad and I was sad at the same time.
Michaela says the top OPS official talked to her about her concern.
And they have sympathized with me. Like I said, the superintendent called me personally and, said, she apologized and they're working on it. And I went to student transportation today and they said they were investigating it. My main point of doing all of this is just to make sure that something is done. I feel like every bus driver needs to go through some type of training or something to make sure that this doesn't happen to another child.
On your side in Omaha, I'm John Chapman, 6 News.
Oh my God. When I saw that story, bro, y'all might have seen my Facebook post, but when I posted that on Facebook, I shared the video on Facebook and I said, this just broke me down. I was crying. I was so like, you mean to tell me you didn't know where the damn kid lived, but you was just like, I'm going to drop you off here? And it was 90.
Exactly.
It was 90-something degrees outside.
The driver wouldn't even have a chance to get
I mean,
that driver would have had an ass whooping that was so bad.
see, my thing is,
He wouldn't have made it to the medical center.
if you are this is what I would put in place. This is what I would put in place. There's Deanna. Hey, Deanna.
Yeah, I'm trying to reach my girl, Deanna. Deanna, you're going to have to jump on the link. I know you might be out there doing some things. So if you're too busy, Deanna, I understand. But I sure was trying to get you up on the link. But, yeah, go ahead, Miss Cisco. Sorry.
Okay, so this is what I would put in place. I would. Whenever you are a substitute driver, and this is not your regular route, they need to have the route and the names of each one of those students that ride that route. And when they get to a stop, they need to do a departing attendance kind of like, okay, this is from my roster, Deanna Irvin, Tanya Hood Table, brother Smoke It All Up. This is your stop. This is your stop. Make sure, just the same way I called your name, get in line in the middle, exit off the bus. To make sure that they get off at the right stop. Something like that. Put it in place for substitute drivers. But don't just get up and be like, get off. I don't know where you're going, but you got to get the heck out of here. Same last call at the rodeo.
He showed him like Martin. I don't know where you're gonna go, but you gotta get the hell up out of here.
Exactly. You can't do that to no baby. That poor baby was scared and
you know, something like that happened to my home.
Thank God. Because that child could have
That happened to my son when he was a baby. And I say I went through the motions, and it was, you know, when it got dark early, you know, in the wintertime, like the fall. My baby did not get home yet, and it's the okay. Oh, you know, I pitched a holy fit. I made them motherfuckers patch me into the bus and told them, if you don't get my child here, I will meet you, and I'm gonna beat your ass. Cause I want to know where my child is. Why is my child not home yet?
I'm gonna pop your ass.
I'm telling you that bus story.
Well, I used to drive, you know, when they used to have the vans, I used to drive the vans, the school vans for the special, what do they call them these days? Because I want to be politically
Special needs.
Okay,
they're challenged.
So, yeah, I don't want
to. They call them special needs.
Yeah, okay. So I drove that van, and there were times where I had to there's a lot of feedback, Carl. You got a lot of feedback.
I'm sorry, I'm driving. But they call helmet wearers and window lickers.
Yeah, I don't like to. Yeah, that's politically.
I'm gonna need you to fix your static, sis. Because
yes, it's pretty bad. But I used to drive the van. I'm gonna mute her because it's pretty bad. But I used to drive the vans, and for the special needs, and there was times where they needed me to do like a maybe you know how they do the sick runs around noon. If you ride home on a school bus, you might have rode home on the sick bus, and the sick bus would come around like 1 o'clock. 12 o'clock to take kids home who might be sick in a nurse's office. But yeah, there were times where I had to take kids home that I wasn't familiar with. I wasn't familiar with their route, their neighborhood, and shit like that. I would have never, when I was driving for the school district, I would have never dropped a kid off and didn't know where he lived. And then he tell me also he don't know where he lived.
When you still driving off, your ass is you gonna go home bruised up that day.
Now, mind you, bro, you know we from the hood, we from the streets, so we know Omaha pretty well. So I could have been dropped off 3-4 miles from my house, and I find my way home because we used to
right.
You know, we walked everywhere back in the day, so you hood to hood to hood. So I would have found my way home, but it don't matter if I know how to get home. What matters is you didn't know where I live, so you dropped me off anywhere talking about find your way home. I would have, oh my God, see, it would have been a whole different, you know how that girl was just on the news? Talking about, oh yeah, and I called the school district, and then I would have been like, you know how they be talking about black folks showing their ass out on the news?
Oh yeah, she would have been well with
that. That would have been me all day.
She'd had a well whooped ass.
See, she held it in really good because I know she was mad and I know she was hurt. And when you see your child crying on somebody else's porch and they ring camera saying, I don't know where to go, please somebody answer the door, they just dropped me off, call my mom. Like
temporary insanity.
What if that lady no longer lived there?
Right.
Because he went to her house because he used to live on that block. So he recognized her house. But what if it was somebody, what if it was a crazy
trafficker or
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just like, okay, old boy is still missing, right? The boy from Papillion. From La Vista Carmelita, what's his name? Brian.
Oh wow. You talking about the boy that the autistic boy or whatever?
He's still missing.
They just had the lake the other day.
He's still missing.
You talking the boy that walked off? They said he walked off, or he never made it home.
The one he walked away from his school. They said the last time somebody saw him was in front of his apartment building after he walked away from the school. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Mario. He said Ryan Larson. That's his name. He walked away from school. The last time they saw him like in the neighborhood on like store or street cameras or something.
Oh
The
yeah,
last time they saw him was in front of his building on camera, and they ain't seen him from there. And I truly think me and Carmen Diva have talked about this before.
It's somebody that know him.
In that apartment building.
It's somebody that knew him, or he knew them, or he trusted them enough to know. And it's somebody that knew him. Most victims know their
Yep, they're missing a year.
The violators are their attackers. Most, not all, but most.
Yep. A high percentage of the time. I ain't gonna say the percentage because I don't know the exact number. But a high percentage of the time is your family member, your neighbor, your coach, your teacher, your mailman. It's like people
somebody that you trust.
That you trust. Mm-hmm.
That's why I got trust.
And I'm so glad that the person house he went to was a good person.
Yeah, that's why I can't shoot every damn thing. So it's like, damn, I can't trust you.
Kids come up missing every damn day.
Yeah, that's bullshit, man. Leave the babies and the elderly people's like, what the fuck is y'all? You know what? I'm gonna say this out here to TV land to you bitch ass niggas, man. Y'all need to leave these kids and these elders alone. See, they already got I'm gonna tell you what OG taught me. Leave the real shit to those of us that's good at it. All you perpetrating motherfuckers that's out here with that old monkey shit and trying to do, leave it to those that's good at this shit. If we know how to make your ass disappear, leave it to those that's good at it. Don't get on motherfucking social media with that bullshit and yeah, man, I was down there over there at the lake the other day riding in the homie's car, you know the one car with, license plate number says this and this and that. Yeah, man, his mama raised me and her phone number is still the same thing. But yeah, we went over there, we went and shot them niggas up the other day. Who does shit like that? Oh, yeah, that one kid that was missing? Yeah, man, my cousin said he knew the dude that said he saw the dude because the dude had did like 10, 15 years before the dude was a known child molester, but ain't nobody seen him since that little boy came up missing. But, I don't know. That type of shit. Like, man, leave the kids.
I'm just saying, who in their right, like the mother said, who in their right mind would just be like, oh, well, find your way home. Now, this is their side of the story. This is the side of the story from the neighbor who lived in the old neighborhood where the little boy was. Thank God he recognized her house. But we ain't really heard anything else from the school bus district or anything like that.
And you ain't gonna hear nothing else from him.
It seems pretty cut and dry, right? It seems pretty cut and dry. The little boy said he told the driver he didn't know where he was.
Right.
And what's the name of y'all? Because it used to be called Laidlaw. What's the name of that funky ass doggone thing?
Yeah, it used to be called Laidlaw, First Student.
First Student, that's it. Mario.
No, it
used to be Mayflower.
Remember it was Mayflower, then it was Laidlaw.
Right, because Mayflower they had the big ass.
But my point is,
go ahead, sis.
Go ahead, Carmelita. She said, but her point something.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was saying that was his story from the jump. Yeah. He told his story from the jump on that video.
Yeah.
So anything else that comes afterwards is something somebody done made up. Because that little boy, when that woman opened the door, told her everything.
And he didn't even know she was home. He didn't even know. He said, if you're here, please call my mommy if you're here. He didn't even know she was home.
She just happened to just got home.
Right.
She said, I got home 10 minutes ago. I just happened to be here. And she said it was 94 degrees outside. And he was
sweating. It was 98. It was almost 100 degrees.
And
that's not the heat index.
Disoriented. Right. And I would have been cussing. I would have been on the news like, do y'all really want me on this news
Bruh,
story.
you always talking about when I come on, there's trouble in the land. Oh, it would have been smoke in the city, and
Girl,
every neighbor would have seen me whooping that woman's ass
I
or
know.
whoever that bus driver was. All
He
up
would
through
have got
that
his
area.
ass, corner his ass, and whoop. I'm talking about make him pucker up every time he see you.
Okay.
They would have had
Okay, it
trouble
was
on channel. What channel was that? Channel 6. The what's the people that handles the news story to make sure they don't say certain things on they. They're like, cut it.
look. My whole conversation with them would have been bleep, 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 bleep.
Yeah, because I would have been going off. Like, where that? Oh God.
You know, and you know how we in from the O2. We find out who what driver was. Yeah, you bitch ass nigga. I know your fan. I know you nigga. When I see you, I'm gonna beat your ass when I see you and get you at the club. Because I know that's what club you be hanging out at. I saw your punk ass the other damn day. Can't wait to see your bitch ass. I'm gonna beat your
My
ass.
kid outside walking around disoriented. It's almost 100 degrees. They said he was disoriented. The boy was thirsty. The boy was hot. The boy was sweaty.
Yeah, that's gonna make me livid.
That's what made and shit. I mean, even if it was a cooler day, I don't give a damn. You just don't drop nobody kid off, and they tell you
7-year-old. That baby 7. He's 7. It ain't like he know the damn streets in him.
He's 7. He's 7.
He don't know the streets around here.
Bro, this pissing me
And
off.
again, mind you, at that age, I knew damn near everywhere in North Omaha because we moved. Like by the time I was in 3rd grade, I had already went to 3 different grade schools in North Omaha. So I could have found. I'm sure I could have found my way home. But it's just the principle. That little boy told you. He told you, I don't know where I am. But it had to be a driver who was just ready to go home,
right?
Ready to clock out, ready to end their shift.
Get off that hot ass bus.
That's what it was.
And go home.
And the same type of shit that just happened is just like how they be leaving kids on the bus. Not like okay, when I used to drive the vans for the special needs, I was taught. And even if you're on the big yellow bus, they was taught that you climb over the seats. Like you climb over the seats. You climb under the seats. Well, not climb under, but look under the seats. You open the back door to make sure ain't no kids on your bus. And we still see that shit all the time. Wasn't it last week, Carmen Diva, or 2 weeks ago, a little kid was left on the bus?
Every damn year at the beginning of the year. It's always like 10 or 12 kids getting left on the bus.
Or at the end of the year, because people are so anxious to get the fuck, school bus drivers, once that summer break hit, they off the clock unless they sign up for summer school. So I think people just be too in a rush, not paying attention. I don't know why this bus driver left that kid where they left that kid. But Ms. Hall is right. It was so hard to watch. I broke down when I saw that little boy crying on that porch.
It pissed me off.
He didn't know where to go. He didn't know nobody else's house. And I'm sure he probably was like, dang, mommy always taught me not to speak to strangers. I'm
sure he was. It looked like he was in one of them subdivisions where all the damn houses look alike.
They all look alike. Cookie cutters.
Yeah. Them celebrity homes where everything is painted the same color. So it's just by the grace of God, this child knew this house.
I always hated those type of neighborhoods. I mean, the houses be nice, but I don't want my house to look like every other fucking house. I always hated that. But anyway.
I mean, they can be built the same, but damn, do they all got to be the same color?
Girl,
they all monochromatic.
Girl, don't let me get on that because I be like.
I'd be the house with a look orange. My house would be orange with purple trim, just to piss people off.
The thing is with those communities, you gotta make sure if you paint, if you put up a fence, if you see them HOAs. I don't do HOAs. I want to be able to do whatever the hell I want to do with my house,
right,
on the inside and on the outside. But yeah, I'm just glad he recognized his old neighbor because he used to live in that neighborhood. So he recognized her house. but he didn't know how to get from his old neighborhood to his new neighborhood.
Right. Now
That's
that I kind of fault the parents on that too. On that one. I mean, it wasn't their fault their child got dropped off. That was not. But we should, as parents, always ensure our children know their way home. So if that's where you used to live, let me show you how you get to where you live at now. Because we see this all the time on the news.
Well, I honestly never did that before. I mean, okay, so if we were driving around, like, okay, I don't know, some of y'all parents, so y'all probably done it too. But we could be at the mall, we could be just anywhere, South Old, North Old, whatever. And I would ask my kids, we would play the game, like, tell me how to get home. And I would like, tell me which way should I go, right, left, straight? So we played those games, growing up. I mean, when they was growing up, and they be like, turn right, mom. You know how you fake and be like, hey, we supposed to go this way? No, mom, our house is this way. But I ain't never like showed my kids how to get to their new house from their old house. I ain't never did that. So
I have. Maybe that's just me.
Miss Hall is right. You should put their address in a book bag. Like, what happened to putting stuff like that in their book bag? Like, Karma Diva, was you like me? When my kids were younger, I wrote their address.
I wrote name, address, and my name in there. I wrote name, address, and my name in there.
Right. On their book bags. I did that all the time, every year. Every single year, I put their address, my name, my phone number on their book bags.
They stopped doing that because predators was using it to lure the kids. They were like, if they needed book bags or something, put it down or something like that, they would pick it up and get the address out of it or whatever. And they found out that was one of the ways that they were finding out where the kids were to lure them away from home.
Well, they gotta find that one. They gotta find another way. Put it in their shoe. I don't know, and that's just like, I know he's 7, and I know some people like my kids didn't get cell phones until they turned 13. That was just mine. I know some people.
I got Elijah one when he was about maybe 9 or 10, but that's because we were living on 60th Street and he was catching a bus from and going to Lothrop.
Yeah.
So because he was on that bus and because I wanted him to call me so I could be at that stop waiting on him.
Right.
When he got home.
And see, it's different circumstances for each family. But yeah, I didn't get my cell phones till they turned 13. The oldest one 13, the second one 13. But I know if kids are like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 or whatever, and they have to walk a long distance, or I'm the type of person who, if I was in that situation, my kids have to walk a long way home, I would probably give them a cell phone. Now, granted, it'll probably be the one where you can only call the police. Or you know how it's phone, you get the phone where you got like 4, 5 numbers programmed.
Well, see, with Elijah, I bought him a little track phone, so he had minutes.
Yeah, something like that. Something cheap where it's not just for them to just talk all day long to their friends.
Right, but by the time
programmed in there, they're gonna have a police number program in there, and that's about it. And
by the time Baby Diva came along and started like walking to school. When Baby Diva started walking to school, we lived 2 blocks from the school, but she was like, brother got a phone. So I was like, okay. Because, with me being sick, there are times I can't get up and meet her.
And it's certain situations. Like I said, it's certain situations for every family. I would never tell somebody, don't get your child a phone because I didn't get mine one till 13. Every situation is different.
Yeah.
Like, my kids, they were in daycare till they were like 12, till they aged out. So they always had a ride. And then once they aged out, then they had to either walk or catch the bus. So that's why I said once they turned like 13, that's when I got them cell phones. Because they had to be out there, walking or catching buses and stuff like that. But
my kids they are blessed that I've always had a car. And even when my car may have been down or in the shop, My mama was there, my daddy, or somebody. I could call somebody and be like, hey, go pick up, my kid from Saratoga. Although my kids ain't never went to Saratoga, but
Well,
just
mine used to go to Saratoga, and I always had a car too, but I always
I went
worked
to
a job or two, so they were in daycare. But so I always had a car too, but I just, hey, you going to daycare? Shoot, they gonna pick you up. They gonna take you to school. They gonna pick you up from school and take you to the Boys and Girls Club. Then I'll pick you up from the Boys and Girls Club when I get off of work. So yeah.
Oh no, Mario.
Mario said I had to get mine on early because of the weirdos that. Yeah, and see that's what I'm saying. Every situation is different. If you feel like your kid is 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 and you think they need a cell phone, by all means get them a cell phone. Because my sons are telling me today, Adrian, he's 25, and he's like, Mom, you're a worry wart for my son, just like you used to be for us. I'm like, and you better tell your son's mother how it goes down. Yeah, I'm a worry wart, and I'm overprotective, and I'm overprotective with y'all, and I'm overprotective with my grandchild. It is what it is.
I'm overprotective
It is
with
what it is. I'm not gonna change. Shoot,
I have had to let go from.
I called my son. No, my son, did he call me? No, I think my son called me the other day. And every time we call each other, we always do FaceTime. And so he gave my baby, my grandson, the phone. And you know how babies, they be touching the phone, like they just don't hold it and talk to you. He want to play with it and all that kind of stuff. So the phone had flipped over or something, or he dropped it. And so because of the phone dropped, it looks like my grandbaby fell. Because he was starting to walk. I was like, did my baby just fall? Did you just let my baby fall? He said, no, Mom. He's standing right here. The phone fell. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, my son already knows. I told my son before my baby was born, you already know I don't play about my kids. I don't play about y'all. And I don't care if y'all mama and daddy. I don't care how y'all made the baby, when y'all made him, when he first came out, who name on the birth certificate. But y'all already know I don't play about mine. Anything that comes from me, through me, if y'all came through me, he came through y'all, that's part of me. I don't play. So he's like, I know. Trust. I'm telling you. You think I'm telling you, he already got an understanding. I am so overprotective with my grandson. They be like, dang, Mom. It is what it is. And I told Cam, I said, you better get ready. He's like, so you just ain't gonna be like that with the firstborn grandchild? No. Was I just like that with my firstborn son?
Well, my mama damn sure wasn't like that. She was like that with every one of her grandkids.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hell, my niece don't even live here, and she was still like that. It was like, that girl don't even live here.
I'm telling you, I didn't play with my kids. Carmadiva, we know each other. You know, we don't play about our kids. I never did play about my kids. I done got kicked out of every school in Omaha. I didn't go to no basketball game, nothing. I mean, I didn't got into it with teachers or over my kids, right? So I don't play about mine. So yeah, I got a grandchild now, and my sons, they know I'm not playing about
my son went up to Benson the other day. He told me, I said, oh, I bet your principal was like, oh God, is his mama with him?
Oh no, that's how it was with me. But see, with me, it was more like, oh yeah, here comes Tanya. She don't play about her kids. All the teachers always. There was always like that. That's one that don't play about her kids. If her kids cutting up in school, you can call her, you can email her, and some shit gonna happen.
They
she
all
know those parents that you call and complain to about their kids, and she'd be like, well, ain't it your job to what you calling me for? I was never one of those parents. But when Cam went to Benson after Adrice had graduated, as soon as they found out who his mama was, she don't play about hers. Y'all better know that. That's AD's mom. Like, it wasn't a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, okay, we know this one over here.
Hell, when Elijah was in junior high, no, it was in high school, his freshman year.
he told me this teacher, he kept saying he could not stand this teacher and she was always being smart and this and that. And he told me her name. And see, the chick didn't know that he was my son because we got different last names.
Mhm.
But you fucking with my son? Oh, no, 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 no. Even though we grew up in church and I let her know, yeah, you know who I am, don't you? She was like, yeah, you know what I'm about, right? You know what family I come from too, right? Oh, so you know it can and will go down.
Mhm.
This is mine.
Mhm.
I understand you have a job and a reputation that you have to keep up because otherwise, if you act like a punk in front of these kids will punk you. I
Yep.
get that. But
Mhm.
this one here, you ain't never had no trouble out of them. So I'm going to need you to adjust accordingly when you talking to him.
Mhm.
Adjust.
We was just talking about, I swear to God, I don't know where I was the other day, but somebody was talking about how they used to keep in contact with their kids teachers and stuff. And I said my boys used to hate when they was in school. Once a month I would email every single teacher, but I would email them all in one email. I would like CC all the teachers so they can see the same message. This is Mrs. Such and Such. I'm just, trying to see how my children are doing, how they acting, how they behaving, how they da 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 da.
I
Please
didn't do
feel
none of
free
that
to
shit.
contact me, email me, call me, Skype me, all through their grade school, junior high, high school year.
My son will tell you, every school he has ever been to, I have either had family members there or close friends of either mine or my daddy's at that school. So he couldn't have got away with, and half the time he didn't know who they were. Like when he was in junior high and high school, he didn't know that the security guard was his damn cousin and the nurse. I graduated. Hell, I named her oldest son. So he didn't know this and he didn't know who was reporting shit to me.
Speaking
And I
of
didn't tell him
security
until he
guards,
graduated.
I miss Troy.
My cousin.
Yes.
That was a different one. I was talking about a different one, but yeah.
No,
Troy
no, no.
was
I'm not. I'm just saying. Speaking of security guards,
yeah.
I miss Troy because he was like that one. I remember one time I walked up in Benson, and Troy was like, "Do you know I had to grab your son up by the collar because he did such and such?" I said, "All right, good job. Give him a high five. That's how you do them kids."
He was already gone by the
See,
time Elijah got up there.
another parent would have been like, don't you talk to my kids like that. No, 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 no. I was always that type of parent. If my kid get out of line, as long as you're not disrespectful, you're not hurting them, uh, put them back in line. Put them back in line. And
Cuz was already gone by the time Elijah got there, but I have not been able to walk. I seriously have not been into the motorcycle club since he died because I'm so used to him standing there at the door or outside and talking shit and grabbing me up in a bear hug when he seen me.
Just like
And
he was at Benson, he was always out front and he was always greeting everybody, talking to every kid, every parent. Like even when I had that incident at the school for the basketball games when I got banned, he was there. Tanya, no, just come on, Tanya, just come on, Tanya. He tried his best. Troy, rest in peace. He tried his best because he was also a security guard. He was a coach. He had many roles.
Right.
So
He
that
wore
night
many
he was
hats.
a security guard, and I'm telling you, he was like Tanya. He damn near had to pick me up and carry me out that school because I was like, fuck that, no, that motherfucker. I was calling that coach every.
Yeah, Mario, and I mean,
it was bad. It was
them
bad.
Buddha and Doc, them is my uncles, and I could not go there. I couldn't go. I mean, even though Unc be, he still be like, hey, you ain't been down there, and you ain't been.
Zach Riders,
Right, Unc be like, oh, we having a party, we having this. I'm like, Unc,
And he would always hit me up. We having a fish fry because he know I love me a good fish
Man,
fry.
that fish, I don't know what the hell they fried that fish in. They fried it in crack or something, cause that shit.
Bro, no. Remember when they used to have the down on 24th Street in the middle of the night after we got out the club?
Oh.
And they would have the fish and chicken fries, the bikers.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
2,
Oh,
3, 4 in the morning. You can order you a catfish dinner. And I'll be like,
and I used to love it because you know they were a private club, so you could stay there all
you can
damn
stay
night.
there all night. You can just kick it there. They have music. We would line dance, order some fish, some chicken, and go home whenever the fuck we wanted to go home. But yeah.
With Mario talking about yes, yeah.
Yes, Mario said I miss him too. Rest in peace, Troy. He was a real one. He was a real one.
Yeah. Trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I was. And what year was that? Was it 2017?
Oh no, he been gone a while.
Was it 17? Was it 17?
I think it was 17 because I was.
I want to say 15.
Let me think,
I think it
because
was
I know my oldest
2015.
son had graduated. He was in college.
coming back home on Tuesday.
Cam graduated.
Yeah, just came down. I think it was doing Omaha days.
It was during Omaha Day, but it was like
2017. I had just
So
left.
this year would be Omaha Day. This year. So I think
No,
it was
next year be Omaha Day.
I think it was 3 Omaha days ago. Is it
No,
next
Omaha
year?
Day ain't this year.
That's right,
No.
because it got canceled last year, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so
it'll be in 23.
So if Omaha Day was supposed to be this year, then it was 2 Omaha days ago.
No,
right?
it was longer than
Omaha
that.
Day was last year, but it kind of got canceled.
Oh, that's right. It would have been last year. Yeah.
Yeah, what
Because
last year? So
it's always on an odd number.
Omaha Days before that, right? So that would have been like 5 years ago. So I think you're right.
Yeah, it was 2017.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Good night, Miss Hog.
Yeah, we had just moved back down to Texas.
Oh, good night, Miss Hog.
Good night, Miss Hall. Love you, boo. Yeah, because they even did the Juneteenth last year, but they didn't do the Omaha Day because Omaha Day brings a larger crowd, and we were still dealing with the CVD-19.
Let me tell you something. And here's what I don't like about
They didn't want
that.
y'all niggas happy.
I'm sorry, and I know I might.
They restricting us, sis. They got Carmel Diva. They got like we can only go like 5-6 blocks.
Yeah,
man, it is so short. It ain't even worth going.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna say this, and I know I'm gonna ruffle
It's from
some
the
feathers.
Bryant Center. Okay, look, it's from the Bryant Center to Ohio Street.
That's which is basically
hop skipping.
What's the name is that? What's the name of that Baptist church?
You can only go one way.
You can go to the Bryant Center all the way down to at least Bragg Street. I mean,
What's the name of that church right there that Minnie Where the Woods used to run?
You talking about the big white church with the
what is it, Mount Moriah?
Yeah, there we go.
Moriah?
Mount Moriah.
Like Ohio.
Yeah, that's Ohio.
Yeah.
Dude, Ohio. That's Mount Moriah.
And the stairs ain't there no more, dude.
I know
they renovated the whole damn thing.
Bro, they changed the whole front.
The whole front.
They literally, bro. You can walk off the sidewalk and walk right in the church.
Yeah, I know. I seen that when I came home when I came home from my brother's when I buried my brother last year. I seen that.
I was like, wait a minute, hold on, what?
Yeah, they
That's
sure
a
did.
monument. That's a.
I remember back in the day, you had to go up them old regular ass steps.
It had the stairs up on the hill.
Yeah, like a real hill.
Yeah, it looked like a real hill with the stairs and everything. It's totally different.
In wintertime, boy, you fall, you done. You breaking a leg, a toe, foot, ankle.
I ain't coming to church unless y'all got some rock salt out. No, bro, you know where our church is, right? So on the parking lot on the north side of the church, it goes straight uphill.
Yep. You talking about that little incline? You talking about that little?
I be holding on to the cars, sliding.
You talking about your church? Where your church at?
Oh, 30th and Hamilton.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
she talking about New Hope.
You didn't know where my church was?
Yeah, New Hope is definitely on the hill, like literally in the middle
Yeah.
of the hill.
It's a hill on all sides there.
Exactly.
You on the
Like,
hill
you know
on
the
30th,
hill.
you on a hill on Hamilton. You
Listen. On 30th and Hamilton, on the parking lot that's right on Hamilton is flat.
Yeah.
I know where your church is.
She talking about on the
There's a
north
hill
side.
on the north side. The
Well,
other
some of
parking
that
lot.
driving up on the top of where you drive, the top of the driveway goes onto the top of the roof.
Yes.
The back of the church. She talking about that little, because it used to be an open lot back there. Did they ever buy that, or did they put a house up over there?
I don't know.
I think they did buy it.
Yeah, because the church had owned that back lot for a long time.
I need some water. But yeah, they own the back, but over the last few years we've been raising money to expand it, because you can literally park back there.
Yeah.
But it's not concrete.
Yeah. And you gotta walk your ass all the way around.
They're trying to pave it back there. That's what they do.
See, that's like back in the day when we was at the old Salem and where the new old people's homes is.
Mm-hmm.
There used to be gravel over there, and so them folks that didn't come to church on a regular basis, we had to park over there or in the back of the damn church. They're like, well, I got to move where I park because these people that don't come to church except for Easter, Mother's Day, and Christmas.
The AMEs.
Great New Hope used to be live back in the day, boy, coming up when you was younger, because churches used to look so big when you're younger. Then when you get older, it's like, man, this doggone storefront. But then it was because you used to, every time you go to church, it was packed, standing room only, no matter who church it was.
I mean, like when I would go to Texas, when we would go to Arkansas every year, like I tell people, and I wish I had a picture. My granny's house, we had absolutely positively no excuse not to go to church, because you could sit on my granny had a big old picture window, and you sit on her couch, and if the doors of the church were open, you could see clear to the pulpit.
The doors of the church.
Yep.
The
doors of
the church. My great grandmother's house in Mississippi.
So we literally had to do was cross the road.
Yep.
And that church, like you said, it seemed so big when I was little, but then
the
last time I went, my daughter was little, but it was like, why did even though this is a little old country church, it just seemed so huge when I was younger, but now I'm like, yeah, the little church that's on my great grandmother's land, they don't even have church service there, and that's another reason we didn't have. We had to go to church. We was either at my grandmother's or my great grandmother's. We was going to church.
Somebody going to church.
Because, like I said, the church was on Big Mama's land. It was 800 yards from her house. So we had no reason not to. It was like, damn, can't get out of this.
Nothing wrong with it. That's what.
It's a good memory. It's a great memory.
Exactly. One that'll keep you, the one that'll stay with you until your heart stops.
I miss my grandmother so much because she had one of them big old porches with the porch swing, and me and her would just sit there and we would just rock back and forth. We wouldn't even talk. She just hold my hand, and her feet barely touched the damn ground. She was so short.
Yeah, she was downloading.
And we would just rock.
Yeah, that's good. That's what our loved ones, the elders, do. Whether they was praying for us or humming to us or just holding our hand or just ain't saying nothing. But you always felt a sense of comfort, a sense of well-being, a sense that, like, there's something that I know, I just don't know what to say. But it eventually, and they'll let you know, it'll come out eventually.
Right. If she had something to say, trust me, Big Mama will say it. Mama will say it. But otherwise, she just sit there humming.
And that would, you need to get back to a sense of community, because that's going to be the number one biggest thing. I don't know if everybody paying attention to what the hell is going on.
Good night, Mario. Mario. Oh, was he saying good night or was he saying that
I
to
think
Miss
he was saying good night to Miss Hogg.
Okay, so Mario's still
Because
Mario's supposed to be sending me a link so I can find out what Tracy got a warrant for.
Because now they got the monkey pox going down.
Oh, you see that? The
Well, guess
What?
what?
The
The
monkey
monkey
pot.
pox.
The monkey pox that came back, girl. You remember
Yeah,
the
it's been mutated. It's been
What
mutated.
is the monkey pox?
Wow.
See, here's the thing. It was like a couple of little African American little Negro kids down here in Texas when the shit had first started off with the pandemic. There was a couple of little cases down here. Remember that one little cat that was down here outside of San Antonio or whatever? That they had the little case of the monkeypox. It was like, yeah, them. Okay, well, you notice that it disappeared for a while, and then all of a sudden, over there in Europe, it's tearing their ass up, and now all of a sudden, it's then jumped. It went to Canada, and it always take one jackass to take his punk ass where he ain't supposed to be.
Right.
And guess what? His monkey ass then caught it. He up in Massachusetts. They need to quarantine all them motherfuckers. Yeah, that's some straight up smallpox type shit, yo.
Yeah, that's smallpox. That's what that look like.
That's all the fuck that shit
They've been
is.
playing that movie Outbreak on TV left and
They ain't
right.
shit, man. Like I said, man, the key to it is just keep your immune system up and shit. Man, I just saying that there was a doctor. This is no lie. Let me find this man. What this man just said. And this is I'm gonna tell you the truth because the truth.
So if that's breaking out, that means Nichols is probably busy.
There's a whole lot of shit going on.
Tanya, you muted.
Is they get those big.
Yeah, it'd be like big, yeah,
Big.
like blisters.
Yeah, they huge though. They huge.
They're called pustules. Yeah.
But no, as Dr. Alan Greenberg, MD, you know he ain't gonna be around too much longer if he ain't already, you know. But as he said, as a retired physician, I can honestly say that unless you are in a serious accident, your best chance of living to a ripe old age is to avoid doctors and hospitals and learn nutrition, herbal medicine, and other forms of natural medicine unless you are fortunate enough to have a naturopathic physician available. Almost all drugs are toxic and are designed only to treat symptoms and not to cure anyone.
Right. It's the symptoms they treat. They could cure shit, but it's the comeback. They get you on the comeback.
Yeah, that's where the pharmaceutical companies come in. They the gatekeepers.
Addicted to. Have y'all been watching that Hulu show on the Oxycontin?
No.
How they took down the family who developed the Oxy.
I did see part of
It's
that.
on Hulu. It's on Hulu, and it's a mini series, and I've been watching
The doctor who made it, he wasn't even trying to market it or nothing. He was just
He
doing
wasn't
it
trying to market it at all. He wasn't trying to market it at all. He had
for
basically
his
put out an
family.
article. He put out like a 1-paragraph article saying this percentage, that percentage. He put out just a little information, just not to promote the pill, just to state how it was in a small group that they had tested. And this pharmaceutical company ran with that. And that's how
Well, that was his brother. That was his brothers that did that. His brothers took his stuff and started marketing it.
The whole family did. The sisters,
he kept trying to stop
the
it.
dad, the uncles, it's a family business. They all push that
And
shit.
when he tried to stop him, they was just like, "Oh, he's crazy and this and that." And he was like, "I ain't crazy. This is my research."
Girl, if you actually watch the series, you see that they all was in on it to become billionaires.
Yeah.
And they did become billionaires.
And then when it bit them in the ass, they all tried to jump ship and blame him.
They all tried to blame it on everybody but, them. Yeah. But it's really good. If y'all ain't watched it, y'all really need to watch that. It's on Hulu. And let me pull it up so I can tell you the exact name of the movie.
I can't see that. Is that the one with Michael Keaton in it?
Yes. It's called Dope Sick. And the thing about it is in the movie, the doctor
Dope Sick.
And Michael Keaton plays a doctor in the movie. Is he played a doctor? Or
No,
no,
I
Michael
think he
played
was
a
like a
lawyer. He
DEA
plays like
agent or
the
something.
lawyer, right? He plays like the lawyer or something.
I thought he was a DEA agent.
No, not a DEA agent. The black lady is the DEA agent. The black lady, the
Oh,
light,
okay.
but he's more like a lawyer for the government. I forgot what it's exactly called. But the other actor, he's very well known. He plays the doctor in this community, and this pharmaceutical place came to him, introduced this OxyContin, told him that people only 1% of people get addicted, and so they convinced him
Yeah.
to start selling the stuff and start giving out scripts for it in his clinic, and so people start getting addicted, killing people, robbing, dying, overdosing. Then he gets hurt. And before he knew the bad side of the drug, he didn't even know that some of his patients had turned into addicts. So he started taking the shit and he became an addict. And he
See,
lost
what a lot of people don't know is that's true.
he
These
lost his
drug
license.
reps, the drug rep, I can tell you from working in doctor offices, they come in and here, let me stock your samples. Let me
Yep.
stock your samples.
And
Oh,
that's what
here,
they do.
let me bring y'all lunch. Let me bring y'all lunch. So they
And that's
bring
what
lunch
they was
for the
doing.
whole.
They was bringing
They bring lunch
lunches.
for the whole damn clinic.
They was
And
treating
then,
them to like weekend seminars, like full pay
right.
hotels,
There was
massages,
times
spas.
you don't understand. They used to sit there and tell us, okay, well, because
Yep,
we had to have so many education units per year to keep our licenses up. So they'll say, okay, well, here, let's take you out to this nice steak. You come to this steak dinner tonight out at Charleston's or out at whatever, and we'll talk to you about this drug or this new treatment. And I was like, I'm not going nowhere for no damn steak dinner I can cook at home.
They would treat them to steak dinner, shrimp, lobsters. They would
They
pay
treat
for
them the
full
weekends
pay
away. I
trips,
mean,
all that
yeah.
stuff.
And they stand there. And I mean, because they cannot interrupt when the doctor is seeing patients, some of these drug reps will stand there for an hour
All
waiting,
day long.
waiting on a single doctor to come and talk to them and sign that they talk to them.
Yep.
They
Yep.
will stand there all
But
day.
it's really good, and it's called Dope
We
City.
didn't give a shit, although we should have ethically as nurses, we should have cared. But shit, it was more like, hey, we getting a free lunch today? Oh, okay. And when I worked at a manual, we had a book. We had a book where they would every day we had a different lunch, a different drug rep coming in giving us lunches, and I mean good food too.
Yep, it would be no junk. Because
Mm-hmm.
when I ran the pharmacies that I ran, I used to bring stuff for people and take them out to eat and all that
Mm-hmm.
kind of stuff. And that was just so that I could get the signatures that I need for all the prescriptions that I was writing for to help get the patients meds. But the meds that I was getting was stuff like diabetic medicines and stuff like that.
No,
But
we had, I mean, blood pressure, diabetes, erectile dysfunction. You name it, it's in that motherfucking clothes. Hell, we used to steal all the Tylenol because we always had aches and pains and headaches. So we.
Yeah. Oh, and Carmo Diva, I'm looking at the wiki. I'm looking at the cast members, and Michael Keaton was the doctor. So he was the doctor that I was referring to.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought. I thought it was. It's
Yeah.
been a long time since I've seen it. I think I watched it like when it first came out.
Yeah, Michael
Yeah.
Keaton was Doctor. He played Dr. Samuel Phoenix, and then Peter Sarsgaard. He
Yeah,
was the
he's
one who
famous
was
too.
a lawyer. He was like one of the lawyers who was trying to bring them down. But he
Yeah.
was working with the DEA. He was working with the DEA.
No.
But it
But
is
yeah,
good, and y'all. It's only 8 episodes, and I'm telling you,
I
that
don't
shit
think I got through all 8. I think I might have watched 3 or 4. And to me, I guess because I have seen it up front, it was too true to form, and it was kind of triggering, you
But that's
know.
just like watching a movie about the crack epidemic. like you might have lived through it because every other person around you was on crack. But to actually see it in the form of a movie or a documentary,
Yeah.
you learn so much more than just knowing next door the crackhead. I mean, you know what I mean? You learn how it came into the United States. You learn how the Columbia did this. You learn how the gangsters did this. That's why I like that movie Snowfall.
I have never watched that.
Oh, really? Oh, God. You need to binge watch that one day when you ain't got shit to do.
Final season.
Just binge watch. The final season starts in like, what, a few months, 2-3 months?
It's a lot of shows
It's
that I have never
2023.
watched. I've
2023.
never watched. I've never watched a whole episode of Power.
Well, okay. If I had to persuade you to do either one, I would say do Snowfall. I really would. I really would. Snowfall is the bomb.
I ain't watched Dexter or none of that shit.
Yeah, and Snowfall, the last season is next year in 2023, so you got plenty of time
Shit.
to
I'll
binge
watch it.
And
I'll
like
watch
Queen
it.
Sugar, I ain't never watched that
I
because
was
my
watching.
shit was,
I was watching
Queen
Mr.
Sugar was coming
Rogers.
on.
But
You said what?
Snowfall to me is like The Wire. Like I can watch The Wire.
No, it's
I
not.
never watched that.
No.
it's
What I'm
not.
saying, I'm not. Hold on, let me finish. What I'm saying is, it's so good. It's just one of those series that I can watch over and over from the first season to the last season, like a Martin. You know what I'm saying? It's like so good. You can watch it over and over the first season to the end season. That's what
Yeah, it is.
I can watch Mr.
Yeah,
I can
I
watch
get
Mr.
it.
Rogers like that.
What?
I could too.
Do Mr. Rogers still come on?
Damn right, he need to.
What channel?
I don't know, but you gotta look it up. He might be on YouTube. I got YouTube
You know
TV.
what? Let me tell you.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was about the most wholesome thing and best thing on TV.
I ran into Mr. Snuffleupagus the other day.
I know that's right.
Did y'all see Mr. Snuffleupagus?
Bird is the word.
Bro.
Bird is the word.
Bird is the word.
Bird is the word.
I remember Mr.
Yeah,
Snuffleupagus
Snuff was the dude.
because he was Big Bird's imaginary friend for years.
Bird is
That was his. He was his imaginary friend for years.
Bird.
And then all of a sudden everybody could see him. I'm like, how did y'all miss this big shaggy elephant?
Bird is the. That's all you used to say. Bird is the word.
Bird. That's stupid.
Y'all don't know about that, man. It's going
Now,
down.
okay, now speaking of Sesame Street, was I the only one that thought Ernie and Bert were brothers?
You talking about this one?
Here's Mr.
I thought they
Snuffleupagus.
were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they
That's
were
a new
that are
family?
best friends.
No, I think it's Ernie.
Why
Ernie.
they gotta be gay?
I
Right.
There's Mr. Snuffleupagus.
You need to have it checked.
Because he was. Oh, you talking about this damn Shaggy dog?
Oh, you remember the
yeah.
old Shaggy Dog movies?
Yeah, he's a man. He got to be a master.
It's a boy.
A bull master.
Look how big it is.
Yeah, he's a master. He's in the master family line.
And they really sweet and docile. They really
No,
are.
he's a Newfoundland. He's a Newfoundland.
175.
Oh yeah. Woo! Oh, she got him tamed.
Yeah, he's a Newfoundland.
When we seen you, we was just talking about your dog. Like, oh, it's a big dog, blah, blah, blah.
Oh no, she got him tamed.
Must be friendly because she ain't got it on no leash.
Oh no. He's still no. He's very territorial. He's not gonna do nothing. But I can put it to you like this: if you walk your ass up near her without her permission, you're not going to know.
Norman? Oh, bye, Norman.
Look at him.
Piss on your.
Piss.
We saw him in the park the other day, and I had to record it.
You
But
know
his
what it
name is
reminds me
Norman,
of?
and he's a Newfoundland dog.
That's what it reminds me of. Snuffleupagus.
Them damn dogs. Them dogs can fight off like.
No,
them dogs
you know
can
who
fight
he
off
reminds me of. No. It's not
If you look at the
Snuffleupagus.
back,
He looked like Barkley, the dog Barkley. Remember the dog Barkley that always came running over the hill at the beginning?
Yeah, them
That's
dogs
what
get
he looked
fired
like.
off of
Well, it's his backside that gave me the Snuffleupagus. Because the way he walked and it's all slow.
What did happen to Barkley? Did he just die when Mr. Hooper died?
Who's Barkley?
The dog on Sesame Street.
I forgot that episode.
I don't remember Barkley.
Look it up. He on the damn on the beginning of Sesame Street from when we was little.
Damn.
He was a big shaggy dog.
Used to sing "Bird is the word."
Yeah,
No, he didn't talk.
Barkley. You know he was brown and white.
I'm looking
I don't know how they don't remember Barkley.
He was brown. When he brown and white,
Oh, well,
He was like brown and white and red.
he was like Big Bird's dog.
He was made of yarn. He was a big ass dog.
Oh, Barkley! I'm looking at him now. Okay. Barkley.
I'm like, I ain't crazy.
He was like white and orange and brown and red.
I'm like, I'm crazy, but I ain't that damn crazy. I didn't make him up.
I did not remember Barkley.
I remember Barkley.
And that's what that dog. That's why when you said that, I'm like, no. I was like, it was a dog on there. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
They said he made his debut in the premiere of season 10.
Oh damn.
Of
So that means 79. Because they started coming on in what, 69? Yeah.
They say he was on in 78 and he was on in 79. And then he accompanied Big Bird on his trips in 1982 and 1988.
Oh, Big Bird.
So he wasn't
Big
like
Bird was
always
big.
there. He wasn't like always every season or every. But now that I see the picture, I remember now.
Can you put the picture up and show these folks that I ain't crazy?
Barkley, look at Barkley.
That's why I said that's Big Bird's dog.
Where he at?
Hold on. Let me.
Bro, talking about where he at?
Bro.
My bad. The TAC kicking
What
in.
was our favorite cartoon?
Hold on.
What was my favorite cartoon?
Thundercats.
I was just about to say that.
Whoa.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh,
Damn. That was
G.I. Joe.
You don't like Master Splinter?
But
I like G.I.
also
Joe,
like,
He-Man, and
Tom and Jerry.
Okay, do y'all remember Grape Ape and
Yes.
Hong Kong Fooey?
Yeah, Hong Kong food.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
And Captain Caveman.
What y'all know about? What y'all know about Seven Goonies?
See, I used to love on Boomerang. They would play them. Now you have to buy the Boomerang channel, and you can watch all of them on there.
Oh,
You can watch all of them.
Was the Flintstones.
Huh?
The Flintstones.
The Great Gazoo.
Oh, the Stones.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Flintstones.
Yes, the Flintstones.
How are you doing? You just
And
Right.
no, Snagglepuss. Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Right.
Oh, Lord.
That motherfucker exit stage left.
Right, yeah, it was the best. Hey, it was the best joints going up. I'll give the Jetsons.
Now how come him and the damn genie from the genie from shit? Was it the funky? What was it? The funky whatever his name was. They would go.
I used to like watching Punky Brewster too.
And yeah, but the Thundercats was top dogs. I like
shit.
I like Monkey because he
Lion-O.
was always fucking up shit.
He-Man, She-Ra, Rainbow.
Skeletor, Skeletor.
Rainbow Bright. I loved Rainbow Bright.
I like Rainbow Bright.
Strawberry.
I didn't like. Oh no! You know who I liked too?
I
Was
watched
the
Care Bears.
no, I didn't like the Care Bears.
I like the Care Bears too.
I
There
watched
was
the
a T-shirt. Do y'all remember the T-shirts?
Yeah, Smurf. Brady
I hated
Smurf.
the Smurfs. I hated them.
Greedy
How
person.
they got a whole fucking Smurf village and only one female?
Yeah, that big nigga right there.
I could see on the Smurfs was going for like 2 hours.
How they got a whole Smurf village and only one mama? I mean, one Smurf, one female.
Well, it's like a bee. Got one queen bee.
And
Well, they
Smurfette was the baby.
Brother, and she was a
She was the next queen in line.
I don't like the New Age Smurfs. I don't watch.
I used to love the Chipmunks too back in the day.
Oh yeah,
Alvin and the
I used to
Chipmunks.
like the Laugh Olympics.
Oh, Alvin and the Chipmunks. Yep.
Speed Buggy.
Yeah. See, okay, and the one also, what was his name? The Funky Phantom, I think his name was, and Speed Buggy and all of them.
Oh,
you about Jabberjaw?
Oh, Jabberjaw was my shit. And Josie and the Pussycats.
Oh, and the bear.
That's the dog, y'all. That's the dog comedy.
Okay, did y'all watch Fraggle Rock?
Of course, man.
Who?
Fraggle Rock.
Oh yeah, let the music
They
play.
need to bring us.
Let
the music play.
No, the electric company was the shit, goddamn it.
Oh, Electric Company was the shit.
No, 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 about that country.
Electric. Wait a minute, hold on. What about Slim the Goodbody? Y'all don't know nothing about Slim Goodbody.
Well, wait a minute, do y'all remember that
Slim
that old dude came, Morgan Freeman came off the Electric Company.
Yep.
Who was
Look up Slim Goodbody. Look him up, and you'll be like,
yeah.
oh.
Morgan Freeman was putting the.
But you know who was the man though out of all that shit? Didn't nobody even know? And he played on Sesame Street.
Who?
He was OG Pimp.
The Count?
Nope. The brother.
What? Gordon.
The bald head brother.
Gordon. That was but the first one was Sanaa Lathan's dad.
Oh, Stan Lathan.
The original. I think that was he was what was the name of that damn pimp? Had that little small ass little derringer. Oh my god.
One of them had a nervous breakdown.
What was the name of that?
Her daddy then. Because the other Gordon, the other Gordon was on there for years.
Yeah, the original. I think that was the original Gordon.
And Luis just passed away a couple of weeks.
Did
he?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
I think
he just passed away. And him and Maria got married for real.
I think I knew that. Yeah. Her name is Sonia something. I can't remember. Sonia Soto or something like that.
So you got Mary.
Yeah, you talking about Roscoe Orman?
Elena, what's her name?
That was Gordon Robinson.
Elena Reed Hall. Yep. Because she was Gordon's little sister.
I like Elena.
No, Roscoe's still living.
You know, she was married to the Predator.
Yeah. The big ass 8 foot tall nigga.
And you know, he
died of AIDS. Kevin Hall.
You know, the brother, because the brother that played in Sesame Street, you talking about him. You talking about Roscoe Orman, Gordon Robinson?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you know he was Willie Dynamite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, he was the 1974 black exploitation Willie Dynamite.
Waiting for another
Yeah, he played
Did y'all know
he played in Striking Distance, New Jersey Drive.
I kind of remember him in New Jersey Drive.
Holiday
That's
Rush.
a real underrated movie. That's a real underrated movie.
He was in Kojak, Sanford and Son, Cosby, Sex and the City, The Wire, Law and Order, Law and Order SUV.
Dolomite was gay.
You said who?
What happened?
Dolomite was gay.
I kind of got that sense.
Rudy Ray Moore.
Oh yeah, the original. That's the original.
Yeah, he was.
I did not grow up watching black exploitation. I did not know what black exploitation was.
Look, I can't see your daddy showing you them.
Like my dad, it's like he had mom's Mabel. Like he knew about all that shit.
Basically, Black Dynamite is like a spoof version of it.
Yeah, I know this now, but Shaft, like I had never seen Shaft. Actually,
Oh,
I
that
probably
was
ain't seen
shit.
a whole bunch of black
Man,
exploitation.
Shaft
to
was
be
that
honest.
dude, man.
My daddy thought he was them
Richard
niggas.
Roundtree. Shit.
Daddy, hell no, he'll tell you in a heartbeat that Cooley High was based on him and his friends. I'm like, nigga, you had graduated by the time Cooley High came out.
Time period to say that.
Well, if you from the Chi, then you're gonna say that because you grew up in
He's
Cabrini
from North Omaha. He grew
Huh?
up in Vietnam.
Oh, that's childish. That's childish. He was born in Logan Fondale talking about he was from Cooley High.
Right.
That's
My daddy is the ultimate liar. He told so many lies when I was little. It took me a while to figure out most of them. My grandma,
That's too
she
bad.
busted him out a lot.
That's way bad.
You know, I have to backtrack. I did not know he died from AIDS.
Who died from AIDS?
Who died
Kevin
from
Peter.
Who?
Oh, his name is Kevin Peter Hall. Yeah.
Oh,
Elena
yeah,
Reed
the
was
original
his
Predator.
He died from contracting it from a blood fusion.
Yeah, you talking about the original? You talking about the first Predator and
Yeah, really tall
Harry and the
dude.
Henderson?
The really tall dude.
Harry and the Henderson, because he had married. What's her name? What's her name? I think she died too.
Elena Reed.
Yeah, he married Elena, but he died from AIDS.
He's like 7'2".
He died
He's the
from
original
AIDS, and
Predator.
she died from
Cancer.
breast cancer. She died from breast cancer.
Harry and the Henderson.
And did y'all know
But
that?
at the time they were still married, he had the AIDS, and she didn't get it.
What's his name? Just passed not too long ago. Max Julian.
Who?
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
The original Goldie.
Yeah.
Max.
What's his name? Max what?
Max Julian. He was ugly as shit too. The Max.
Oh, he
I want
was.
to show you moons. I want to show you moon stars, quasars. I can take you there.
Oh, Max Julian.
You gotta believe in me, baby. Can you believe in me?
Oh wow.
And the only reason I know that is because I had an ex-boyfriend that would watch that shit on repeat, and I was like, nigga, what she doing on there? Don't look this way.
I know that's right, girl. You know he was looking that way, girl.
Yeah, they say he died at 88. He was 88 years old. He died on January 1st of this year.
Yep.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, he was old. Hey, he lived 88. Shit, he lived 13 years past. Hey, any day in the second hour after 75 years, man, that's beyond blessing.
Played on the Mod Squad, the Playhouse.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about what's his name?
Night Out.
He talking about the Mac, but I'm
Oh
talking
yeah,
about
the Mac.
Yeah, that's what she talking about.
Yeah, he went
Yeah,
back.
he played on the Mac. He played on Def Jam's How to Be a Player. And
Cause he was the uncle on there, wasn't he, or something?
And he played Goldie on 101, that TV show.
Yeah, because Goldie was his character in the Mac.
Right.
Goldie. We can handle this like gangsters or get into some old whole shit.
Ooh, let's get into some whole shit.
They call him Pretty Tony.
That's my alter ego. That's my alter ego.
Forget what they call
I told you I watched that movie way too fucking much with him. I was like, nigga, if you don't put another movie in there.
My alter ego is Tanyata.
No, mine was always, what did I say my name was? Carrie or something like that.
Don't be sis, don't be hating.
I am learning so much.
I have an alter ego. Her name.
I had a club name. No, I had a club name. My club name was Carrie.
Mine was always Tina. When I went to the club and I didn't want no.
But let me tell you what my cousin used to do. No, this bitch.
I'm like Tina, and I'll write down a fake number.
Oh no, my cousin would be on flights. Like she would always go to like Jamaica and shit. Be on planes. Now, mind you, she's gay. So dudes be hitting on her. This bitch, every single time, she would give them my name and phone number. And these niggas be calling, and I'm like, who is this? Who? And then she'd be like, I was like, bitch, did you? She'd be like, oh yeah, I forgot. I was on the plane. And he had yours was the only number I could remember. Bitch, I need you to memorize somebody else's.
We used to do that, but then when cell phones came out and they could call right away. When
I hated that.
You walk away, they would dial the number to see if it really worked.
Right, to see if you picked up. I'd be like, my phone dead. My homegirl got my phone.
They were like, hold up, you just gave me this number, but it said disconnected. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
I used that money to get in the club tonight.
You real desperate if you calling my number 2 seconds after we exchange information. You too desperate.
Niggas is, and especially Omaha niggas, man, they
At
are.
least give me a week. Like, dudes, you're supposed to give the girl at least like 3-4 days before you call her. Don't
I'm gonna
seem
tell you how thirsty something. I had dated this dude, and and I went to school with his nephew. I went to school with this nigga. This motherfucker knew I dated his nephew. I mean his uncle. This motherfucker, I seen him at a funeral, and he was like, "Oh, we all need to hook up and get together and this and that." And I was like, "Okay," I wasn't thinking. This nigga was like, "Oh, don't have me looking for you in the daytime with a flashlight." What?
Yeah, he did. No, he didn't do Will Smith. No, he didn't hit you with the Fresh Prince.
I was like, nigga, I used to fuck your uncle, right? I'm like, I used to fuck your uncle, right? And well,
Girl, he said, let's keep it in the family.
I guess that's what he thought. I hit his uncle up. I was like, your nephew. He was like, that nigga done. He was like, you like the third chick I done went
I done
with.
did friends. I done did
he
friends.
done did that.
No shame. I done did friends, but I will never ever and have never ever done brothers, cousins, uncles, nephews. Come on.
How about this? How about I was at a funeral and I had 3 exes there.
Wow.
Wow, that's a lot.
Okay.
3 exes at the same. Well, Omaha is small. Let me
scenario was
one of them the DC.
One of them was the priest, one of them was the preacher, and one of them was...
Shut up. No. One of them was my kid's dad.
Oh boy.
One of them was his brother-in-law. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. It wasn't his brother-in-law. It was this dude I used to date, and then another dude. They was in the same hood. They were same hood. That's all that was. And the deceased, my baby daddy and the dude were brother-in-laws. So he was naturally there, and then him and the 2 dudes, they was all in the same hood. So that's how that happened.
Well,
my cousin was like,
a smaller city.
Look, my cousin was like, bitch, you better hang in the back with a black veil on.
we gotta keep in mind, Omaha is a big city within a little city.
What North Omaha is a small city in a big city. That's
what I mean. That's what I mean. North Omaha is a small city within a big city, but everybody damn near know everybody related to damn near everybody is.
And the thing was, it wasn't like I dated friends back to back. That was not how that went. It was like I dated the one dude first. Me and him broke up, and then like 8 years later, his homeboy approached me, and me and him started messing around. And then years later, I met my baby daddy. So
let's just make sure they don't think that Omaha is like the Appalachian Mountains.
No.
In Virginia,
we ain't all related.
Cousins and all that. Yeah. We ain't that small.
Take the home of
you might want to be a little bit careful.
We ain't that small. We ain't hillbilly type.
You got some niggas.
Bro, just because you moved down to Texas, don't you?
I'm talking about back home while you talking shit.
That's what I said. Don't be hating on us now.
I ain't hating it. It's shit down here too. These nasty, goosey, loosey ass niggas. They
call them kissing cousins.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna turn that nasty ass shit.
I got a lot of double cousins down there in Texas. A lot of them.
It's a lot bigger down there though than up here. So you mean to tell me that it's
nasty is nasty.
What's bigger down there?
Texas, the whole state, the whole.
But you got a lot of little small towns.
A shitload of them.
Bro, is it kissing cousins down there, bro?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's shit.
They all stay in the same communities.
And I'm talking about ain't just our people. Well, I mean, it ain't just the clear man neither. It's some of our folks.
Right.
Well, let me tell
There's a lot of our folk. Hell, shit.
When I was growing up, I'm gonna tell y'all. When
I was nasty.
Up, I had this cousin, but he wasn't like my real cousin. He was like in-law cousin. You know what I mean? Like an in-law.
He was still your cousin.
Cousin by in-law. And I'm telling you, this motherfucker, this nigga. He was so fine. I
Damn.
mean,
Mm-mm.
woo! I was like,
Yeah,
oh my God, why we gotta be
What's in that cup
we
making
not
her do all of
related?
that?
We not
exactly.
related, but we is related. We ain't blood, we ain't like,
Silly.
but oh
You need
God,
to go sit on
Lord.
the porch and cool
He
off.
was so fine. I
Girl.
was like, why he gotta be my cousin-in-law? Oh Jesus, he was ooh.
Oh, I've
Now,
met
see, if
some
I
dudes.
stayed in the
Yeah.
Appalachians or in Virginia, we probably wouldn't have gave a damn.
I had a cousin
But
do that to me.
mm-mm.
Now,
He was
mind you, my stepmom has been in my life since I was 5. So basically, this nigga's been my cousin since I was 5.
mm-hmm.
You gonna tell me when we grown? And I was about 20 at that age. But he talking about, well, we ain't blood cousins. Nigga, we used to
That's
sit
why I
there.
was speaking with my cousin.
We used to sit there and beat the shit out of
Don't
animals
judge
with
me.
baseball bats together. What are you talking about?
Don't judge me.
We used to take the trash in the back and light it on fire together at my
I better
granny's
hope
house.
Peter ain't heard
But
that.
see, the last time I thought of my cousin as being like all fine and all that shit, we was like
We
11.
was in the middle of the
We was like
woods in
11, 12 years
Arkansas.
old. So, of
Ain't wasn't
course,
no such thing as Peter.
after 11, 12 years old, of course, I was like, oh, when you get more older and mature, you're like, I don't know why I had okay, yeah, that's my cousin. Yeah, he all right. But when I was younger and found out that nigga was my cousin, and I was like, damn, he fine as fuck. And he wasn't even my real cousin, I was like, nah. Nah. No, I ain't gonna lie. If I could have got away with some shit nobody ever found out,
You all be ashamed.
and we ain't related, it's a piece of paper that binds us, okay? It's
I
a
fucked
piece of
around with my
paper down
best
at the
friend's
courthouse that
uncle. Her
binds
and her
us.
uncle the same age.
Ooh,
But he had been liking me since we was teenagers.
boy.
And I went down there one year and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. That nigga left his wife and kids and came and stayed with me for a week and a half. And the bitch called me like a week after I came back home. And she was like, Keisha? Yeah. She was like, this is Shay. Okay, who the fuck is Shay? She was
Woman to
like,
woman.
she was like, no, wait a minute. She was like, I'm Victor's wife. Okay, and she was like, did you fuck my husband when you was here?
She hit
Yes.
her with a woman to woman.
If
I was
you
like, yeah.
ever been
And she
Please,
was like,
Cislo, give it to us. Give it to us.
look, wait a minute. But then the bitch was like, yeah, he always said that he was gonna leave. You know, if you ever came down here, he was gonna come and leave and be with you. I was like, I'm looking at the phone like, bitch, are you serious? You called me long distance to tell me this? And she was like, next time you come, we gonna have to kick it. No, we not.
You up a little bit of my part.
Karma Diva, just please let Miss Cislo give it to us. Just please, Cislo.
Hold on, let me finish telling you though.
Oh,
So the bitch tells me, she said, yeah, the first year we was married, he kept all your pictures in a frame on our headboard.
Ghetto.
That's so freaky.
Woman to woman. Cislo, can we get it? Can we get it?
Woman.
That ain't no woman.
If you've ever been in love, then you
Come on, Shirley.
how I feel. Woman to woman, if you've ever been in my shoes, then you would feel the same thing too. Woman to woman. That's all I know.
Girl, I had to have you hear that because after hearing what Karma Diva said, did you say he had all her pictures on the headboard?
He had all my pictures in a picture frame on his headboard.
That's a Negro spiritual moment. We need a Negro
But you
spiritual.
know what's crazy is my best friend had told me that. And I was like, girl, you're right. She had told me that like about 2 years before that.
Freedom.
That was a
And
Negro spiritual?
when that woman told me that on the phone, I was like, oh my God.
Girl said we need a Negro spiritual.
This nigga, and so then I was like, I stopped dealing with him. And we went down there years later. I had both my kids by this time. And we went to church at my granny's, and he was staying with his sister who lived next door to my granny. And this nigga hits me up on Facebook talking about, I seen you walking across the road with your kids and this and that and your whole family, and y'all went over to your granny's house. You still look beautiful. And I'm like, nigga, where was you at? He was like, oh, I was in the window. Oh,
I see you from across the way. Hey.
I was like, no, nigga, you will not hit me up later to tell me you watched me walk across the road.
He
I
was
was like, that's
watching,
some
all
weird
right. You
shit.
know what, Karma Diva? That remind me of that scene from you know that
I know you ain't talking about waiting to exhale.
Wait to
He
exhale.
like, he watching me
When
walk
he was,
away.
he said he watched me. I know he watching me.
Girl, I love me some Granny.
I didn't even look. I didn't even know the nigga was over there till he hit me up. I didn't know he was there. I was
He
like,
was watching you cross the street, all right.
And then all my friends, like a couple of my girlfriends, was telling me he was hitting them up, trying to be they friends on Facebook. I was like,
Because he's
what?
trying to get to you.
I hit his niece up. I was like, hey, look, you need to get your uncle because this motherfucker is tripping. She was like, I was like, damn, I'm good, but shit, that's some psychotic shit there.
It's only one ex that I can honestly say he can still get it. Karma Diva already know who that is.
Should I do it? Should I do it? Should I do it? Willie!
Woo! Child. Woo. Child.
These
I'm about to start
motherfuckers
having
will be out there.
flashbacks. Ooh, where the fan? Where the fan? I'm about to have start flashbacks.
That big nigga be lifting her up in the air and she be, what? I'm like, oh God.
Ooh, shit.
I'm like, can y'all wait till we leave or can y'all go inside or something?
I be like, mind your business, mind your business. Y'all keep partying.
I was trying to mind my business, but shit, y'all motherfuckers was right next to me.
We couldn't help it. We couldn't keep our hands off each other. Like,
yeah, y'all could.
No, like, anyway.
Y'all could have went behind that garage like everybody else did.
Why should I go out a garage in my own home?
Because you had people in the house.
Me outside.
No,
but Karma Diva, it was all kind of motherfuckers behind it. Man, see, we
I told y'all who I seen coming. I was like,
oh, no.
It was a couple of us out there on the porch, and we was like, look, we out there, and we was just sitting there, and then these motherfuckers come from around the garage.
Parties
It was
used
like,
to be so epic. I remember people making out in cars outside my house. People making out behind my garage. Our parties used to be epic. Like
they was off them parties. And they wasn't even supposed to be parties like that.
Our group was called Grown Folks No Holds Barred.
And they took that literally.
And it was like whatever happened, it was like every time we had a party or get together, it was like Vegas. Whatever happened, it stays
within the group. It just stayed within the group.
And I honestly can say
we don't drop names.
How long has it been, Karma Diva, since we first got started? Like 12 years ago, maybe.
Man,
I ain't never heard no shit on the street about.
No.
And if we ever talk about some shit, it's usually about me. You know, if I mention some shit, but we ain't never heard nothing come back on the streets. This happened at the grown folks. Ain't never.
And the thing I can say, we have supported each other.
Yep.
In all kind of stuff. We've had members like when old boy baby died. Oh God, that was the saddest.
We have members who had crisis in their family, deaths in their families, entrepreneurs. We were like a very supportive group, but it was also like, okay, we about to get together, we about to kick it.
And we kicked it hard.
It is what it is.
Hard.
I'm talking about people going home the next day at 3:00 because they slayed out on my floor like the Holy Spirit.
Look, motherfuckers would drive.
For like
People would drive from Texas, Atlanta.
People drove
they
from
would
Texas,
drive
Atlanta.
here just to party.
Say his name. I want to say his name, but old
Yeah.
boy drove from was it St.
Arkansas.
Louis?
He
No,
drove.
not that one. He drove
Oh,
from
you talking about Denver?
yeah. He drove from Denver, Colorado.
Yes, his
We
sexy
had
ass.
people driving for our parties. We had people driving from Atlanta, down south, Colorado, Kansas City. We had people driving like to our get-togethers.
Just to party with us for the
Just to
weekend.
party with us, because our parties was lit, like lit,
and we had a ball. Oh, remember
and
when
that
we were bowling?
that was before the Rona. The last party I had, Carmo Diva, was at my last house.
Oh, when old boy was here?
When he drove from Colorado. That's the
Yeah.
one that drove from Colorado. And that party was fun.
I ain't gonna lie, I was about to tap that.
I was like, oh shit. Y'all was doing the most.
You
All right,
was
see, we ain't gonna drop all that shit on here, but you know,
Look, I'm just saying.
Ooh, because he's fine in a mother.
He said I was gonna tap.
He fine in a mother.
We ain't gonna drop no names, but he is fine in a motherfucker.
He was feeling it. I was feeling it. I was like, yeah. When you come back to town, bro, it's on and popping.
And the funny thing about it is, after everybody leave, I check my door, I go to bed, then I wake up the next morning.
And her damn house be clean and locked up.
My house be, I mean, the people, like, you know how you have shit and have get-togethers and you got to clean up everything by yourself? We was like such a tight bond, close group. Everybody was like, okay, let's help Tanya clean. We ain't about to leave her house like this, because every party was always at my house, no matter where I live. So they were
I know,
like,
she be like, well, how come nobody
you
else
wash,
goes
you
to?
dry, you sweep, you mop, get all the trash from outside. I mean, I would have people slayed out on the patio. I mean, it would be like, we get lit. But we need to have one of them parties. So.
I can't do that.
You know, bro, right? When I say bro, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I know who you talking about.
Okay, he didn't already ask me. He said, when we gonna have a
party
in the new house? Yeah, he asked me like 2 months ago. Right after I closed on this house, he asked me. He said, he hit me up on the
But tell Scooby to bring his ass up here and we
he
can
said,
do it.
when we gonna have a grown folks party at the new house? Because we ain't had no party since before the Rona.
That's crazy. I just thought about him, like a day or two ago. And I said, I ain't talked to him in a minute.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
And
him
as
and
far
Mama
as the people who have partners, let me just say that real quick. As far as the people who have partners, you can bring them or not.
I was going to say, I suggest you bring them.
I suggest you bring them.
You want to remain married?
Right.
We highly suggest.
Okay. That's going to be the disclaimer for the parties.
If you ain't single and you got a boo, bring them. Bring them. Bring them.
I don't think my mister know about these parties. I ain't talked to him about these parties.
And
so
bring your mister too. Bring your mister too. I mean, you already know how it goes down.
But mister already, he know how I am, so he'll probably be there.
And it ain't like some big, like, I don't want to make it seem like it's some big
orgy or something. It ain't that ain't it.
Orgy type of thing.
It just be shit that happens.
And we party, and if you happen to be single and you see somebody there you like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we tell people like from the gate. I was like, okay, if you got a spouse or girlfriend, boyfriend, and you want to bring them, Y'all can party together, like.
Right, but nobody ever did that.
Nobody ever girl. No, one person I can say. You know the whole her name starts with K. Now you know I'm cool as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
I'm cool as fuck with her husband because
her
husband go way.
But he didn't come to that. I think he came to one or two.
We homies. Me and her husband is I knew him before I met her. So every time I would send her an invite, I'd be like, "Tell the homeboy to come." You know.
He only came to like one or two.
He came out to a few of them, but he was always invited. He always knew he could come. So,
yeah, but she came to all of them.
But she came to all of them. Yes, that's my girl. That's my home.
It was good seeing her at your housewarming too.
Yeah, man, that party was lit too, and that was a housewarming party.
Right.
I'm telling y'all, we lit. I had a house party.
It turned into a drunk fest at the end, and everybody was crying.
People was toe up, slayed in the spirit outside. I'm telling you.
Well, nobody, the spirit of liquor.
See, Cislo don't drink, so she gonna be the one up there that tell everybody what had happened was.
Look, me and Cicelo gonna be well. Hell, I was drunk, and I could still tell you all the stuff that happened at them other parties.
When Miss Cislo get here, when she finally made her way to Omaha, because I'm telling you, know how. See, this is what we do, Cislo and bro. This is how we do. With our grown folks group, every time we find out somebody is coming into town, we specifically make a date for a party.
Yep.
For that person who's coming into town.
And so everybody would make a list.
In town. Me and Carmen Diva, we would get together. Okay, she's coming here this day. Okay, let's have a party. And that's how we do. So
we get the crew together, and hey, what you bringing? What you bringing? Okay, yeah, you bring this, you bring that.
And I will make a post in our group. And I'll make a post. Such and such is coming into town. We about to have another party. All right, everybody, and we do it all the time, Carmen Diva. Everybody list down below on this post what you bringing, as far as food, drinks, liquor, ice, whatever you bring in. Just list it. And that's how our parties are. It's like the one thing I like about our group is that everything was not always on me. Even though I created the group, everything was not always on me. Like I would make the post and people like, okay, I'm bringing chicken wings. I'm buying chicken from this store. I'm bringing the fruit. I'm bringing this. I'm bringing the liquor. I'm bringing the ice. I'm bringing, we all.
Everybody always brought something.
Exactly.
And Sherry asked, I want her. We have not played that roulette game.
Oh, I told her already. I told her when she was at my housewarming a few months ago. I said, Sherry, where is the roulette game?
Woo!
Because we need to play the roulette drinking game. That shit was so fun.
I don't think it was a sober motherfucker in that house at all.
Old girl Tosh. Ooh.
Oh, they did my girl Tasha wrong. That's why I started drinking hers for her.
I still got all the videos.
Oh God, don't play them. Oh God, don't play them videos.
I would never.
Oh God.
The only videos
I was
that
messing
I really
around
played,
with somebody in them. Yeah. Ooh.
The only videos that I really played from our parties was the one with my cousin Booby. When he does the birthday,
He's like, stop hating.
He drunk as fuck, looking like old boy from the Temptations. What's his name? He looking for like old boy from the Temptations.
Him and Darrell. Him and Emo.
Yes, looking like old boy from the Temptations, singing "Happy Birthday" to me, and then
you gonna leave Motown alone, girl. You gonna leave Motown alone. That's my boy.
The one where I'm doing a lap dance. That's the only videos that I really ever showed.
Oh no, you.
Lap dance.
Oh God.
Cislo, you
ain't
seen
the baker's card.
No, I got it. Oh yes, I did. Yes, I did.
But that nigga ran the baker's card
like a few weeks ago.
Yep, I mean it.
That dude was throwing cash at me. He was throwing baker's cards. He was throwing Walmart cards, debit cards.
Look, and then she suffocated him. Did you show that part when you suffocated him?
Then I, okay.
Willie, can you breathe?
And then I suffocated him with the girls.
That nigga stuck his head. We in the middle of a party, and he stuck his head under her shirt. We like
live to see another day.
Just barely. He was on life support for 2 weeks.
But you the nurse. You had him. You the nurse.
Look, you the one suffocated him, so you need to give him some CPR.
No. I ain't good at that.
Shit. I'll do the chest compressions. You do the 2 breaths.
I took CPR classes was actually when I used to work. I used to work for the school bus. You know how many years that's been? That was like 1990.
Oh, just the fact that you said 19.
1990.
Just the fact that you said 19 negates everything else.
2000, early 2000. That was the last time I ever took a CPR class. And so I really do, I have a grandbaby now. So I really do need to take a
That's
I
funny
really
because I
do.
was thinking about getting my BLS updated
Yeah, I need to
just to
update
keep
that.
it
I really do.
because
Because it's so much to
I
my
haven't
baby.
updated it since I haven't been working. But that's still something that I need to keep just because.
Let me tell y'all might laugh at me, but let me tell y'all, when my baby was probably, and I always call him my baby, so y'all know when I say my baby, I mean my grandbaby. When my baby was probably like 4 months, he always has this symptom. You know how babies drink milk and they just spit up.
Regurgitate.
You know,
Yep.
yeah. So it was a few times where I thought he was choking.
It was the milk.
Yeah, it was the milk, and I called 911.
I did that with Denavia.
I didn't play. Like, I did not play. You are not about to die on my clock.
But see, the thing they tell us the very first day in
Mm.
school, they tell us it don't matter how much training you have when it comes to your family, you forget it all.
And that's why
And
I
that's the
called
damn truth.
911. And 911, they would answer, okay, what is he doing? What is he doing? And it would always be our baby, my son's son. He was just one of those babies who always would spit up. And it seemed like he would choke after he ate. I don't know why it was like that, but I don't know if he didn't like the milk, I don't know, it's weird. And so when I would have him, I would only give him like 4 ounces at a time, and then it would just
He
seem
was
like
hungry.
he'd be spitting it up. No, it seemed like he would just be spitting it up and choking. And so I would like sometimes I'd be like I would dial 911. I wouldn't push it through, but I would have 911. I would have the buttons on there on my phone to where all I had to do was hit send. And it was like so scary at times. And when I say I am overprotected. Like my sons know, my son Cam, he still lives at home, and my oldest one, he doesn't. The one who has the baby, but they could tell you, Mama was so overprotective. I got on their nerves. I know I got on their nerves. I know I still get on their nerves. And now that I have a grandbaby by one of my sons, they still know that I'm still overprotective. And I'm like, when it comes to my grandbaby, I'm like so overprotective. Like they be like, oh my God, Mom, it's okay, it's all right. But I'm like, listen, y'all either gonna deal with it or you're not gonna deal with it. I'm sorry, it's just in me to be overprotective about the kids in my family. That's just not my kids. I'm like that with my cousins' kids, my nieces and nephews, my friends' kids. Oh my God, I almost got some shit on my friends' kids. Like they ain't even mine. But I've always been like very overprotective when it comes to kids. Period.
I lost my baby sister
Mm.
when she was 6 weeks old.
Oh, how old were you?
Huh?
How old were you?
Uh, 4. But I still
4.
remember it.
Oh my God, you was 4 and you remember?
Yep, I still remember everything. I
Oh my
remember.
God.
Yep, I remember when my mom discovered her. I
When you
remember
say
my
discovered
mom.
her, was she in the bed? Was it like what they call that? Crib syndrome? What they call it?
The SIDS.
SIDS. That's what they
So,
call it. Okay.
so I remember when my mom discovered her.
Mm-hmm.
I remember her running through the house crying. We didn't have phones. This is in the 70s, so we didn't have a house phone and all that kind of stuff. My dad was at work at Chrysler, and my mom was holding and screaming. My baby dad running through us. She ran outside, downstairs to the landlord's house. The landlord lived down under us, and she ran out screaming up and down the street. And somebody called 911, all this other stuff. And so when I had my children, I couldn't sleep until, and I was always really nervous until after the 7th week. So in my mind, they had to make it past 6 weeks
Mm-hmm.
until I was able to get any sleep or anything. And I would literally, like postpartum was really bad for me because I would like stand watch over them
That's how I was. That's how I was.
See, and my mom, because my grandmother died when my mom was 6. My grandmother was 28.
Wow.
And she died from kidney failure at 28.
Wow.
And so, yeah, my uncle was a week old. And so mama always, because me and my brother were 7 years apart, just like her and my brother. So she was 28 when she had my brother. So she was scared that she wasn't going to make it because her mama died at 28. So then when I had my kids, I was 25 when I had my son, but I was 33 when I had my daughter. But with her, I had complications afterwards. And my mom was so scared until it was like a year. I mean, she waited until a year before she said she could breathe. That, okay, my child made it through. Because I was scared to reach my 28th birthday too and to get past it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but mine was more of the age. I was a 33, and then this was my second C-section, and it was just I ended up having like a internal bleeding in the C-section area, so it was like a big bruise between my skin and my muscle, and it was, it was bad. And then my blood pressure shot up, and it was all kind of stuff that happened after I had her. But
Girl, pregnancy is like, unless
it's
you're a woman
the one that comes
and
to death.
unless you're a woman and you had the labor pains, the contractions, like unless you like they always say like sometimes they compare shit like, oh my god, I had this, oh my pain was just like labor pains, or they like unless a
They
labor
don't
pains
know.
is something you cannot. And trust me, I didn't broke my knee, I didn't broke my toe, I didn't broke, I didn't had different injuries and stuff, and I swear labor pains compared to me breaking my knee, breaking my toe, breaking my like labor pains is like undescribable. You cannot describe labor pains. You just
I
can't.
don't really remember them.
And it's like unless you like, okay, this was the deal with my first baby, my oldest son, the one that got my grandbaby. When I had him, I had the epidural. It worked like magic.
Oh, that's the best shit
I was
ever.
having labor pains. I was having the contractions and everything. And they said, "Would you like the epidural?" I didn't even know what it really was, but I was like, "Oh, if it's gonna stop these pains, hell yeah!" So they gave me the epidural shot, and I swear to God, when he came out, I didn't even know he came out. I was still pushing and breathing and pushing and breathing. They're like, "You can stop now. He's out." That's how good the medicine worked. Now, when I had my second son, Cam, when I had my second son, they gave me 3 full shots of epidural. It did not work. They kept giving it to me. The pain was horrendous. The pain was so bad where I was having seizures on the damn bed. They had called my mom. They said you need to call the next of kin. It was so bad. It was like really, really. I don't want to get all into it, but it was really, really bad. Where they said call the next of kin. And somebody called my mom and said, "You need to get here right now," because it was bad. They didn't think I was gonna make it.
See, with
And
Elijah,
the epidural was not working. So I suffered through all that pain, bleeding. They couldn't stop me from bleeding. It was just a whole bunch of shit. And they was like, call her next of kin, because they needed somebody to say what to do if this bitch dies on this bed, right? So it's like you cannot, when people be like, oh, well, this pain and this pain and this pain, like there is nothing like labor pain, like somebody trying to come through your womb, through your uterus, and your stuff starts off this tiny. Can y'all see this? Your stuff starts off this tiny, and then expands like this.
and that's why it's always funny when a dude be like, "Am I hurting you, nigga? Really?"
Like for
I have pushed human life out through here.
And women be acting like they really be doing something too. Like, oh my God, I'm about to have her doing this. I'm about to have her doing that.
Be like, I have pushed human life
We
through
pushed
here,
out
bro.
8,
What are you
9,
doing?
10, 12-pound babies. Like, what the fuck?
My uncle was 13 pounds natural. Nigga, until you can compare with that, when you
My
can compete
youngest
with
was
that.
7'6", and my oldest was like 9 pounds. And the
See, my
9
kids
pound,
were
my
both.
oldest one, I ain't gonna lie, he ripped me from the rooter to the tutor. So
See,
when
I
I
have
talk on
C-section
here,
with both.
sometimes when I talk on here about the water bottle, and I'll be like, how doctors give you this water bottle because you can't really do nothing down there when it's time to like clean, and all you can do is like shh. Because
A
I'm
sit
telling you,
slab
just
is
a
the best
slight
thing
touch,
ever.
just
Oh
a
my God.
slight touch of wind down there when you done been ripped from the rooter to the tutor and they done stitched you up, just a slight touch of wind will have you screaming Bloody Mary.
Nope, I'm still
So that's
just.
why I say ain't no pain. I don't care if you've been shot. I don't give a fuck. Ain't no pain like labor pains. Nope. You cannot convince me that there is a worse pain than labor pains. You cannot convince me. Sorry.
You see, when I had my son, I went and I had to be induced because he was overdue. It's a family joke that he was in there with his legs crossed, like I ain't coming out. But
I had to be induced with my second one. Yeah.
they was giving that Pitocin, and at first, you know, I did all my little studying. Okay, you know, I can get narcotics in the IV, and you know, I ain't got to do this and that. These narcotics wasn't doing shit. I was like, y'all better get that anesthesiologist in here now.
And it's supposed to
And when
make
he
you start
came,
contracting and stuff, right?
huh?
And it's supposed to make you start contracting and stuff.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Pitocin
But
is that's the induction medicine.
Yeah,
yeah,
the induction make you start.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I had been there all day and I wasn't dilating, and so when it was about I had got there at 4 a.m, and by 2 that afternoon, I was only at like 3 centimeters. And
Oh.
so by them giving me the narcotics and the epidural, I'm thinking that's what happened, but I'm sitting in there. I didn't know what was going on. Literally, my aunt will tell you, like 20 doctors and nurses came rushing in the room. They putting a mask on me. They checking monitors and shit. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Well, my blood pressure was dropping and my baby's heart rate had flatlined. Elijah
Oh.
had flatlined. So they were like, we got to do this as an emergency. We got to go. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. I'm sitting there crying and all drugged up and panicked. But, and then of course, when they showed me this little boy, he was white. My son was white with blue eyes. And I was like, who baby is this? My mama was like, that is your baby, fool.
I would have asked the same question, like, bitch, Karma Diva, Karma Diva, where the baby daddy at? I would have asked the
I
same.
was like, this baby better get a couple of shades darker, or I'm gonna have some explaining to do. Because they daddy is not like he is not one of
I'm
them
like
light skinned
Karma
Negroes.
Diva. Now, Karma Diva, you can talk to me. You can talk to me, girl.
I was like, oh no. And then, but my daughter, when she was born, she wasn't light, but she wasn't dark either. She's a good mix between me and him, our colors. But in the summer, my baby get chocolated. She gets sun kissed.
Girl,
I
me and
love
Karma
it.
Diva, me and Miss Sislo, we would we had to do some research. Karma Diva, why is your baby white? Why your baby got blue eyes? Come on, Sislo, we need to do
My
some
family,
research.
my family.
Now
I
I
mean, but
know,
you
I know
would,
the
but no,
slave masters and all them back in the day. I know they you
no.
know some of those blonde and
Actually,
blue
that is
eyes.
not what
Some of
happened
them
in my
was
family. That's actually not what happened in my family. I don't know how they did it in Missouri, which was a slave state. But she would have been my great great grandmother, married a white man, James Gatewood.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where all the rest of them, like, if you seen,
But that's what I'm saying. Shoot, we would have been like,
they need
okay,
arrested.
your baby got blue eyes. Now explain.
Any of the rest of
Okay,
my family, they all got, I mean, if you
the
see my kids, especially
ancestors,
the ones
yeah,
in Missouri, they
you
are
know what
all
I'm
light
saying?
skinned with like gray eyes, blue eyes, hazel eyes. They all got them funny
Trust
colored
me, if
eyes.
my son would have came out with blue eyes, and I know both. Now you can come with them, you know both my baby daddies, and they both black. They black. So if any one of my kids would have came out with blue eyes, shoot,
Girl.
I'd start off the investigation. Hold on, I don't know
Hell,
if
they daddy from, let me
I
tell
really
you
had
this. They
sex
dad,
with
look,
him. I
I
don't think
said
I
that
really had
because
sex
they
with him.
daddy from Mississippi. He went, and they daddy from Mississippi.
Mm.
So I would have had some explaining to do had they not
Right,
got
so
dark.
were mine. Mine were from Mississippi too. So I'm like, okay, if they would have came out with blue eyes, hey,
But
we need to do something. We need to know. We need to do some
but
research.
see, I know that, you know, the babies in my family. Hell, my daughter's eyes was like hazel for ever, for like 6, 7 months, and then they finally got like a pretty chocolate brown. But like
Child.
my
But
son,
as dark as
his
my
was blue,
son's dads were,
and
shit,
I was
they would
like,
have told
oh,
me,
okay.
bitch, that ain't you are. I am not the father. That's what but let my son had came out with blue eyes, and both my son's dads was black as I don't know what. They were like, we
No,
going to Maury. We going to Maury tomorrow morning. Because
oh hell, I begged him to let's go take a damn paternity test. He wouldn't do it. I was like, come on, let's go. Come pick me up.
I
Let's
didn't
go.
have to ask mine because they already knew. They was the only ones getting this shit. Yeah. But
No.
shoot.
He
Shoot,
called himself
y'all was
thinking I was
getting
with
it, and
somebody else,
y'all
but
what's
I was
that
like, come on.
song? What's that
I
song?
didn't have no problem. I was like, come on, let's go on Jerry, Maury, or any of them. We can go.
What's that song by
Let's
LL Cool J? Doing it well.
Hey, that
Doing it
was my
well.
song.
Hey, my baby daddies, they knew they was only ones enjoying that shit. So even though
He knew he was too, but he couldn't be. He was trying to be like Tony Braxton's song. He wasn't being a man about it.
well, we all have we even have the ones that say, okay, I'm the baby daddy 10 years down the line. Let's keep in mind, my one of my baby daddies owed me $25,000. So okay, he knows it's his, but you know what? Shit happens.
Girl, I told mine his social security gonna come to me.
Grown, he got his own baby now, and his father still owes me $25,000.
Like
So
I said, I told him his social security gonna come to me. So
I won't get
do what
anything
you
until
do.
he died. I literally won't get anything unless he died. And no, I'm not wishing nothing on him because the thing about it is, even though I have two sons by two different fathers, I actually appreciate and love them the same. Even though one of them, when I broke up with one of them, he never got behind in his child support. He was always there, birthdays, da 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 da. Da. The other one, he was always there, birthdays, games, track, going out of town to games. He was always there, but he always was getting behind on his child support.
I wish somebody
But
would
I never treated them any differently at all. Like
I
as
say
far
this.
as
It
oh,
took me a long time to get through the pain, the heartache, the hurt. And it wasn't for me, it was for my kids. But then I had to look at it from a different view because I said by him not being there, maybe that was a good thing because his influence wasn't there to paint my kids.
right, and that's how you
My
gotta
baby,
be. Like I said, my oldest son's father, and I ain't gonna say his name, but a lot of motherfuckers who know me and know why they know who the fuck he is. But he owes me like 25 G's. Now, there has been times in my life where I have been asked by other people who ain't got shit to do with the situation. Like some dude had owed a whole bunch of money to his baby mama. And he asked her to get it like, I don't know what they do, but they go down there and they say, I don't want it
Modified or
anymore.
modification.
Yeah, something like that. They do something with the courts so that the dude ain't got to pay shit else ever again.
Oh,
So
they
he
had
had
me
asked
sign.
me one time.
Forgiven.
Right, forgiven, right. And so the dude had asked me, that same dude whose baby mama had forgiven his back child support, he asked me one day, he said, Tanya, would you ever do that for your son's father?
Fuck
I
no.
said, hell motherfucking no. And he said, why not? I said, do you know I work 2, 3 jobs? The people who know me. They know that I have worked 2 and 3 plus jobs from the time I first had my children.
After
And we
all the scraping and scraping and
ain't never had shit
hustling
cut
I've
off.
done to take
My
care of my
son
kids,
played
watch
sports.
when he get a break.
My son
Why
played
does he deserve a
sports
break?
all throughout their life, their grade school life, high school, junior high. I mean, you talking about every sneaker was $200-$300, and I'm not saying you gotta spend that much money on your kids' shoes, but my kids played sports, track, football, basketball. They went out of town. They was on elite teams. I mean, just some things that are pure normal to certain families might not be pure normal to other families. Some families go like, I ain't paying $500 for my kids to go out of town and play football. Like, I mean, the prepare for college, the camps, and all. I mean, I did everything for my kids, everything. And one of their fathers happened to always get behind in child support. Did I ever go to the courts and be like, oh, I want to raise this, I want to do? Nope. I continued to do what the fuck I had to do. And so once my kids got grown and that particular parent still owes me all these $1,000 of child support, somebody asked me, would you go to the courts if that father asks you and forgive his child support? Hell fucking no. And my kids is grown. My oldest son has his own family now. But I'm like, no, the things I sacrificed to make sure my children had everything they need without wanting for anything. We ain't never had a light cut off. We ain't never been evicted. We ain't never had a car repo. We ain't never had shit. Because I made sure I did what I had to do to provide for my children and me. And so you asking me, would I ever forgive like his back child support? Are you fucking crazy? That nigga didn't have the responsibilities that I had. If he paid anything, it was what? Maybe a gas or light bill, cell phone. What? Come on now, you ain't paid as much of shit as I did on my kids to make sure their future was great. So no, I'm not forgiving shit. And I might never ever. And that's the thing. I'm not sitting around like, oh my god, I hope he pays. I hope I get a check next week. I ain't got a check in 5 years.
Girl.
And he owes me $20,000 and I ain't got a check in. Hold on, what's this?
See, my thing is this,
I ain't got a check since 20.
and I want to make this clear.
Since
I don't hate him. I don't wish nothing bad on him.
Right, I
None
don't
of
wish
that.
that bad on him. You know.
But I have told him if he never make another red penny in this life, I don't give a shit.
And
My
that's the
kids
thing.
still have.
I don't give a shit. If you never ever make another payment towards the $20,000 of child support that you owe me,
My kids are
I
going
won't
to
give a
have.
fuck. My kid is grown. Me and my son had already had the conversation. He was like, if my dad ever paid anything towards the back child support, Mom, you can have it because you spent so much money and time and all this kind of stuff raising me and made sure I was a great person and woo woo woo. I said no. I said, although I might have spent all my money on doing certain things, if your father would ever pay, I don't care if it's $50, $100 every 2 weeks or a month or whatever, I said, I would give you half. And he was like, well, why? He said, I don't need it. You the one who sacrificed and did everything for us. And I said, because the money was really for you, but even though I held it down, I'm still going to give you some of the money. And me and my son, I already made that agreement a long time ago. If he ever pay anything, we would just split it in half. And so my thing is, I don't wish nothing bad. I don't hate him. I don't none of that shit because With this particular parent, he was there a lot more than he wasn't. Like there were times where he might not have had a car, he might not have had like stable home, but he would hit me up. Please send me all the dates of all his games, all his this, all his that, all his, and I did that. And if he walked, catch the cab, or I had to pick him up, or a friend had to bring. I mean, he was there. He was there, but he might not have been there financially. You know what I mean?
That counts for something. That counts for a lot.
That counts for a lot. So that's why I don't bash him like that. But I'm also still not going to dismiss the child support.
So check this out, G. Check this out.
Go ahead, baby.
At least, because I always told my kids that if you don't have money, you got time.
Exactly, and that was always more important to me. I don't care if he owed me $10,000 of child support. There was never a time where he said, "I want to come get my son," or I'm having his ass on the corner. Hey, your daddy coming! Come on, let's go. Your daddy coming. It was never any anger or anything like that.
He's left my baby sitting down, stranded, waiting on him, like crying, drenched. And they don't.
He did that to my child one time when he was 4, and I never let it happen again. After that, when you call and say you coming, I don't tell them until you actually show up.
Yeah.
They were dressed and ready to go.
I learned that lesson, Carmelita. I learned that.
Right.
Out next to
you would not have my baby waiting and sitting there crying and why don't daddy come and why is daddy doing this? No.
Well, check this out. How about my grandbaby asked her mom and dad just a couple days ago, do they have a daddy? Because both of them deadbeats, and she's never met either one of them. She don't have to ask about grandma, because I'm there every step of the way. Always have been, always will be.
That's because they say mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
But honey, ain't no if and maybe about it. You knew. Me and was married, and we had been married for years, so that's bull. And then you a whole supposed to be pastor out in these streets, and you raising other people's kids and don't do nothing for your own.
Ooh, child, I hate that. Ooh.
Nothing. Don't do nothing. My children don't know what it's like. My baby girl, her mannerisms, her some of her characteristics and body movements, everything just like him. And guess when the last time she really seen him and spent time, she was 3.
Ooh.
My baby will be 26 this year. She really don't know what I think. Visits him or something like that. It's literally like visiting a cousin or something from out of state because she don't know, but you got other people calling you daddy. Daddy, and one of the step kids had the nerve to tell my kids that they were stupid for wanting their dad to pay child support because it was going your mama ain't gonna do nothing but spend it. Little boy, you all up in my business.
You right, I'm gonna spend it on light, gas, rent.
I have always, not only I took care of my kids, I took care of his too.
Well, see, that's how I feel. I'm like me and my oldest son, the one who's got the father that owed me like 20, 25, 30,000, whatever. We had an understanding before he even went to college, and he's 25 now with his own family. And when he was in college and he owed me all that money, he was like, "Mom, you done everything." When I talk about, I don't know if Carmel even remember, but I used to post like all the care packages the coats, the boots, the shoes. Like, I mean, I was sending everything. My son was out of town in college. And I was sending everything, food. I would go there once a month, go to Walmart, stock up his dorm. I mean, he didn't work. He didn't work at all. And he was in college. So when the new season came around and he didn't outgrow this, outgrow that, need new shit. I mean, I was buying everything, shipping everything to him, then going up there also and stocking up his dorm at the front of Walmart. So I'm doing all this shit. So yeah, when the time comes around when he'd be like, Mom, you know what? If Dad ever pays you any of that back child support he owes, you done so much for me throughout my whole life. Just it's like reimbursement. That's what it basically is. It's reimbursement. That's what it is. But of course, some dudes would say, "Oh, fuck that! You should get that all to the child." Like, oh, why?
You
Does the
just
child
mad because
deserve all
it
of the
ain't
back pay?
coming back to
It
you.
was the mother who took care of the child for all the years. Why does a child deserve all of the back pay? Please, somebody explain.
Well, I've done all the work.
Thank you.
All
And
that.
even my son told me that. He was
Ain't
like,
no,
"Mom,
it
if
ain't
you
no
want to give me a
back
little bit, that's
pay.
fine. If not, you deserve everything." My son told me that. You just keep everything if he ever pays. And I told my son from the gate, if he
No, I
ever
like when
pays,
they get mad about the little bit of money. For the most part, most of these average men, the money they pay, and all that money I spend on child support, nigga, who?
why you ain't what? That should have went on all his
I tell
sneakers.
this,
Nigga,
now
he
this,
got light gas, rent, like
I have
daycare,
told that.
like
Now this,
food.
I have told him. I said, here, if you think you spend so much on child support, let's do this. You keep the kids, and
Exactly.
I
They
pay
don't
you what
want to do
you pay
that.
me.
They don't want to do
I
that.
pay you what you pay me, and you make it work out the best way you know
They
how.
don't want to do that. They don't want to do that because trust me, if I was a fuck mama, like a mama who didn't give a fuck, I would have been and done that with both of my sons. Fuck that shit. You keep them.
That's what I said.
It
I said,
is
now
way
you wanna complain to me about what you pay?
than to
Like
pay
I
child
said,
support.
you take the kids, and I pay you what you pay me, and you make it work the best way you know how.
And the
Otherwise,
best
don't
example I
call
can
me with this
say,
bullshit.
the best example I can use is before I had any children, I had a 1-bedroom apartment, $250. It was $250 for a 1-bedroom apartment. Once I started having kids, and I got to add on to the bathrooms, add on to the bedrooms, add on to, my rent went from $250 by myself to $600, $700, $800, $900. So for the men who be paying child support, be like, oh, well, that money should go to their clothes. That money should go to their shoes. That money, nigga, we pay rent.
They gonna look real cute being homeless, huh?
Lights, gas. Your child likes cable, nigga. You
Look,
got cable. Your
Tanya,
child
they gonna be
wants
real
to watch
cute homeless
cable
kids.
too.
That's what they gonna be. They're gonna be real. They're gonna be well dressed homeless kids.
Your
That's what they're
child
gonna be.
likes internet too.
My,
He
how
they
much.
do.
Guess how much my kids they owe me.
Shit. I hate that shit. I mean, I understand that there are some women out there who abuse the system.
Woo,
I understand.
$222,000. Guess how much I've gotten from them?
Girl.
In a total of 23 years, I've gotten about $1,500 from them.
Oh my God!
Crazy. That's absolutely
About
crazy.
How do they not go after him? Or is he getting paid under the table?
Well, that's what mine is. Mine's getting paid under the table. Mine's getting paid under the table.
To be a smart aleck about it. But it's okay.
Mine is getting, girl, but trust this. You know what? I even told child support where he worked. And I even told him that he getting paid under the table. But they can't do anything. They can't do anything with companies who pay under the table. It has to be with a social security number and with the government. It has to be like, how jobs they put in your social
They have
security
to pay taxes.
Right, they pay tax, they take the taxes out of your check automatically. But when you get paid under the table, They can't do anything. So that's the situation with
Now
my
I'll
old
say this:
son.
this is one of the only things I will give him. Even though it's a piss poor amount of money that he pays me. He for 2 kids, but he has always kept a job. I don't care if he's worked at a gas station, at a
Mine
restaurant, or
too. But
whatever.
if you get
He's
paid at the
always
table, it don't make a fucking difference if you keep a
no,
job.
he didn't get paid. He always makes sure that his child support get paid.
No, I'm talking about mine. He keeps a job. He keeps a job
I'm
that
talking about
pays him
mine.
under the table.
No.
And their father, he not only is he a pastor, but they got a new house.
So he got monies.
They walking around with meat coats and all this other kind of stuff. But the other thing is, I don't think his wife knows, his current wife knows the type of debt he's in.
But they have to know because it's something
No, they don't always know.
No. When you owe child support, when you owe money like that into anybody, they constantly sending you bail. They constantly
Here's the thing:
in
he
your
will
mailbox.
not provide me with an address.
It's constantly in your mailbox. Like
He
my
will not
oldest son's
provide me
father,
with an
he
address.
ain't paid child support and I don't know how motherfucking long, but they constantly sending him. When I provide the address where he lived, they constantly sending him mail.
He
So
won't give
unless
me
the
an
girl is
address.
just ignoring the
He
mail,
always say, just send it to my mama's house.
but that's you though. But
He
that's
won't give
you.
me an
But
address.
when you give child support the address and you give them and provide them the address every time they reach out to you, who normally gets the mail? It's normally the person who's on the lease. And
What
that's
I'm saying
normally
to
in most
you
cases,
is
that's normally the family.
he will not provide me with an adequate address. Never.
But have your kids visited him?
No, they don't.
See, that's how I always have an address because my kids,
No.
like I said, he has done a great job when they were
my grandkids didn't know that their mama got a daddy.
Well, see, when mine was growing up, he always, like I said, it was the money thing that was the big, issue. But as far as like conferences, games, in town, out of town, it didn't matter. He was there. He was there for all extracurricular activities, parent teacher conference. It was the fucking money that was the issue. So every time I would like send the kids over to his house, I'd be like, where you live? What's the address? But when they come to when they send something to the house and the mail goes to the house, it's like, okay, so the mail is going there. I even gave you the address where they live, but if they don't respond, it's like pointless, right?
Right, and he up and he ducked. Up and
right,
ducked.
it's like up and he ducked or whatever you want to call it.
Out of state and
Oh
God. But
child is frustrating, but I didn't got to the point where my kids are grown. I don't give a fuck. They grown now.
His church address is public.
I don't care. My kids is grown, but like I said, they might be grown. But see, it's to the point now. Okay, see, one thing y'all don't know, to the people who might not know, when you have child support on a guy, if he has 3, 4, 5, 11 kids, once those kids age out, like once they turn 18, 19, if he owes a whole bunch of money to them kids, and he got younger kids that are like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever, you ain't getting shit. All the money that he owes to child support is going to go first to those underage kids. If there's anything left, you might get $1 or $2. Now, when those younger kids, when they all age out and they get 17, 18, whatever, then child support evenly divides what's owed to the parents. But the reason why I haven't got anything in I don't know how long is because number one, he always works under the table. Even though I told child support where he works, I told him who his boss was, I told him what company he works for. It doesn't mean shit because the boss does not write him a check.
Mhm.
They pay, you know what I mean? They pay cash
Under the table. Mhm.
under the table. So I can't do shit about it. So that's why when my son says, "Mom, if my dad ever paid child support, you can have it. You like you done everything to raise me and all this kind of stuff, support me, woo woo woo. You can have it." And I said, "No. If we ever get anything, we'll split it. I'll give you some because for one, he has a baby now. So I feel like okay, I'll give you some. Spend it on the baby. You know, you don't need it. I really don't need it. Like, I really don't need shit from that nigga. But if it happens to come, here you go, son. Take that. Go buy the baby something. You know what I'm saying?
Take that. Take that.
Yeah, you know, this is
like Diddy.
you know what I mean? Like,
Okay. That's
but
Jamie Foxx. Come on, take that, take that, take that.
like Oprah, you get a car, you get child support check, you get a child support check. But yeah, so you know, for the people who out there women who are out there struggling without the help of their son's father, all I
And
have to say
some
is,
men, there are some fathers.
and some men, all I have to say is, regardless if it's the mama or the daddy, I would
Keep doing
prefer.
what you got to do for your baby. Fuck the other parent. Keep doing what you got to do for your baby.
Mhm.
And it'll all work out in the end. Trust and believe.
And I would prefer quality time over money.
Exactly. And that was all I said. You know.
And that was my shit. Quality time over money.
Yeah, that nigga couldn't even do that, and that's free. But anyway. I'm
And
going to get off
bro,
of here,
bro been
ladies.
crying because he
You
ain't
know, I
going
had
through
to
shit
get
like
up
that.
this morning. I'm so freaking sleepy.
I've been chilling, just chilling.
Bro ain't going
I
through no
bet
shit
you
like
are
that.
chilling. You know to stay back on this one. No
Cause he
darn.
like, fuck that.
He done learned it.
Let's go get these niggas checks and hit their pockets. That's how he would be.
He been taught well. Just
Yes,
sit back.
talk well. But yeah, so anyway, I know we've been talking about child support and shit for the last like 30 something minutes, but if there's anything
It's been
else
about an hour.
about
Yeah.
if there's anything else y'all want to talk about before we wrap up, I'm totally open, fine with that.
No, I'm in it too many business.
Everybody say amen.
Right.
I gotta get up. I gotta start working 5:30 in the morning.
Oh, you crazy. You
Should have been
tripping.
on.
But weekday, our job means overtime.
Oh, overtime.
Yeah, I'm back
I
in the
mean, I can get a
market.
small business loan. Hey.
Let's see what happened was. But see, my thing is, I don't know how y'all been. If y'all ever worked on the weekends, or if y'all ever had a job that asked you to work overtime. My thing is, if my job asks me to work overtime, I want to get it done. You know what I mean? I want to get it out the way. Like if it's the weekend, I want to get it out the way. So my thing is, we can start working at 5:30 in the morning. I'm gonna clock in at 5:30 in the morning, get me a few hours out the way, so I have the rest of the day to do whatever I want. Because that's the thing, when we do overtime on the weekend, we can work whatever hours we want. I can work 5 to 11 and come back and work 6 to 10, or I can work 8 to 4, or I can work 2 hours, 8 to 10 a.m. and come back and work 4 to 8 a.m. I mean, we can do whatever we want with the overtime on the weekends. But I prefer to get them out early in the morning, so I got the rest of the day for myself. So that's why I'm clocking in. That's why I gotta be clocked in by 5:30. It's not mandatory or nothing. It's just my time that I want to start working. Do me a couple hours and have the rest of the day.
She went through all of that to explain what overtime is.
I ain't
But we
explaining
ain't
what
look.
overtime
We
is.
ain't never worked no jobs. We don't know what that is.
I didn't exactly explain the overtime. I explained how I can work whatever shift I want on the weekends. I'm sure you understand what overtime is. I hope you do.
Oh God.
But I was explaining why I had to start at 5:30 in the morning because that was when I mentioned that I heard some little, about me starting work so early in the morning. But yeah.
11 to 7.
11 to 7, 5:30 to 1, whatever. My point is I'm starting early in the morning so I can get the shit out the way.
That's a song I was singing. That's an actual song.
I know, but that was my point. Early in the morning so I can get the shit out the way. But yeah, I'm sure you know what overtime is. I'm sure y'all all know what overtime is. I will hope you do. Time and a half.
Right.
Give me some of it.
But anywho.
Well, I love y'all.
Love you too.
Love you more.
I enjoy myself at your career.
That's right.
Bishop has been good hollering at you.
Oh yeah, like
And the words in this hall, toodles.
Brother smoking all by myself over there, chilling for real.
What?
Toodles. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood.
Keep it hood and free kills.
Fuck
all
it.
day long.
Fuck Kels and Nature Boy. Kels and Nature Boy.
And praise the cornerstone Jesus.
Fuck them. Fuck Kels. Fuck Nature Boy. Fuck them. Fuck them.
You know what? Go to sleep because you gotta be up in 3.5 hours.
Bro, you know I gotta get up at 5:30. So, comedy, hey, tell us about
All right, that means you got 4 hours because you know you got to get up, get yourself together.
You and Comedy, listen.
What?
I'm about to get up out of here. Love you guys.
Love you too, sis. Y'all be good.
Bye.
See y'all later, y'all.
Go to bed. You need a nap.
Good night.
Good night.